Running a small business means I wear lots of hats. When I put on my hiring hat, I can count on LinkedIn Hiring Pro to make it easy. LinkedIn Hiring Pro helps manage my hiring workflow, puts my job post in front of a unique network of professionals, and matches me with the best candidates for my business. I can also share my job with my network. No other job site lets me do that. No wonder most small businesses say they'd use LinkedIn Hiring Pro again. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free on LinkedIn today at linkedin.com/quality.
2. Welcome. It's the Leftovers.
That's right. We're back.
Yeah, Hasan got some complaints. Last week they didn't drop it last right.
Yeah. I heard that some people thought I was saying, let's ride.
Oh, what?
No, I was saying, that's right.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
I guess
sounds
I
like a little bit.
But that's good because today we're talking about Alex Jones.
Oh, yeah, my favorite.
So there's some hot Alex Jones memes. It's nice to see him back. We are here from the $3 million bunker, of course, with newly installed SAM systems, surface-to-air missiles. We have some kind of laser security systems. Like
it automatically targets poor people that walk in between it. Like when they walk through, it's like, oh, it figures out what your income is and your net worth is.
It analyzes like the thread count of your pants.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they get immediately vaporized. Thank you today to our sponsors, Harry's, Honey, and Stamps.com. We got a special episode today because next week is Thanksgiving. We will be off next week for the holidays, but we want to arm you guys to the teeth, not just with surface-to-air missiles, but with...
knowledge. That's an old meme.
It's still it's old.
What happened? What was he doing? He's doing some NFT shit, right? He's got
fucking of course Ty Lopez is doing NFT.
He's got to be doing
my garage.
That. Yeah, so Ty Lopez, he fell off kind of hard.
Oh yeah.
I think he bought, this is so weird.
Plus Ratio.
He bought Plus Ratio. He bought like one of these going bankrupt during the pandemic chains, like Marshalls or something.
No.
Or what? It was one of these sell.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Google that, Dan.
Yeah.
Like Pier 1 or
Pier
something.
1. Yeah. He bought Pier 1, and he's like, dude, I get to have stores. Imagine brick and mortar stores all over the country. He bought Pier 1 for like $30 million, and that's the last I heard from him. I don't know why the fuck he did that.
How can a guy who made like who made his like bread and butter on the internet turn around and be like, brick and mortar is the future? What?
I think that was a horrible investment that he's probably regretting.
It's like purchasing buggies right before Ford Motors like figures it out, you know? These buggies, they're going to be fire next year. Killing it.
Here, this was just from, gosh, what did it say? Yesterday?
Yeah.
I'm blessing 20 people with 10,000 in Bitcoin in the next 24 hours. 20 winners get 500 each.
His whole Twitter feed is full of posts like that.
$10,000. To enter, all you have to do is follow and retweet, like my comments, subscribe to my Get Rich Quick scheme. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok.
I believe crypto will give wealth to the people, not just make us rich guys richer. Yeah, okay. First of all, is he even a rich guy still?
It's always
when
been a mystery.
When has he ever been like a real rich guy?
It's always been a mystery to me how much money this guy's worth or what. He has a pretty prolific like e-commerce business. I think but it's all super shady, like schemy stuff.
I mean, I remember like back when people were doing deep dives into Ty Lopez, I remember looking into it a little bit, and it was all about like getting young people to be able to dupe like old people that have like small businesses. Like he would just teach you how to like scam old people with like restaurants.
Which is a huge business.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You were going to do
money.
digital marketing for, your mom and pop shop, and you just don't really need to do anything.
Well, he's one of these guys that gets rich teaching people how to get rich.
Yeah.
Which is a weird irony.
Yeah, I've always said, like, look, are you going to teach me how you're scamming me right now? Is that like, are you? Because otherwise, like, that's not how you made your money. You didn't make your money doing ads. You made your money by telling people, like, the entrepreneurs of the world how they're going to get rich.
Yeah, the final step of his seminar should be and starting your own get rich seminar.
Yeah, the only person that is like that at least has like some legitimacy, like that has done some work is I would say Gary V, and a lot of people are ripping.
I'm anti Gary V.
No.
Bro, have you seen his NFTs? We ripped into him so fucking hard for his dumb
of course
NFT.
I'm anti. Of course, I'm just saying
he's better than Tyler
in a field. Yeah, but in a field of like scammers, he's the one scammer that at least has like, has some experience.
I'll agree with that.
Outside of just
in the land of the blind, the one-eyed V is king.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. He's managed to like market himself as someone who is a serious person, which surprised me. But
he's like, he's done the typical like angel investor scammer guy. He's like a big VC angel investor type. And I think all of that is a scam as well, but at least like that's different.
Why is it a scam? Investing? Angel investing?
It's gambling for the most part. It's just like you go and you wait for a whale.
Well, why is that a scam?
It's not a scam. I'm just saying like presenting yourself as someone who is like a successful angel investor that knows what they're doing because they're looking at the fundamentals is oftentimes the scammier part of this, because you're literally pumping 10K to 50K to 60K to these startups nonstop. You're funneling cash for a decent chunk of equity in a lot of these companies with the hope that one becomes a whale.
Yeah.
And when you hit one whale, it doesn't matter. And if you have capital, you can do that permanently.
You're saying these guys have this mystique, like there's these incredible businessmen, but it's not that. They're just have money and it's easy to put money. Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't think it's anything slick to be a quote angel investor. By the way, we found this last time we were talking about Gary. You saw this? You know about this?
I do know about this.
Are you serious? We thought this was such an underground find.
Okay, well,
how did you know about this?
I think I know about this because of the show.
Okay,
good. And also because I track closely, people that kiss their fathers on the lips. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. Bill Belichick kisses his adult daughter on the lips. Tom Brady kisses his father and his sons on the lips.
That one I like. The Tom Brady.
I'm a firm believer that white people get a lot of power from kissing their parents on the lips. That's just
the Tom Brady one was pretty interesting to me. Like that one was a little disturbing, and I love, I love my son, but like, and
I don't get it.
And by the way, like pecking your parents on I'm not one for it personally, but like I don't have a problem with pecking your parents on the lips.
Tom Brady is like,
he made out with his son.
Yeah, he's like, get back here.
Yeah,
give me some tongue.
He's like, yo, where you going? I didn't. Oh, stop. That's just get that off the screen.
Yeah, I just
that's not even. That's like that's not even. I'm serious. Take that off.
I'm just saying that kid gonna be an incredible quarterback one day. Like it's just like that's where he's getting his power from. It's the secret that they don't want you to know. Yeah, put some tongue in there.
Here's Gary V anyway.
Also powerful. I mean, this is how he made...
Let's watch the clip.
This is how he made his father's $3 million wine company into a $60 million wine company, okay? Yeah. By tongue kissing him. Wait, he made out with his dad after someone said, should I focus on YouTube or Facebook?
Yeah, right. Yeah. And that's, Listen. All right, let's go, Andy. Okay, let's go.
It's so much lip and even a little...
Wait, what the fuck? Wait. What prompted that?
Pure love for your father.
What?
Come here, Daddy.
Listen. All right, let's go, Andy. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's like kind of open mouth.
Yeah, that's nowhere near on the Tom Brady scale. That's like a
well. Pull up the Tom Brady one since we're doing it.
Tom Brady would be like, let's do that again. Let's run that back.
But the Tom Brady one was.
I didn't feel anything in that one.
The thing about Tom Brady's too is that like not only did he say, "Yo, son, get in here and give me a kiss on the lips before you do that," it was on camera.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's just like a full tongue and everything off camera.
I don't want to know.
That was like a peck.
The second kiss shared by father and son prompted tweets from viewers using words like very disturbing and uncomfortably long.
Yeah. He says that was just a peck. Come back here and give me a deeper kiss.
Give me a good one.
Massage.
Give me a good one. Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's just like that's why you don't have what it takes to be a varsity athlete. Okay? I'll just say it. I'm gonna have kids. I'm gonna kiss them all the time.
Come here. The thought of that. And again, my son is, 2.5. And I'm just not in the business of kissing him on the mouth.
You better
and
start.
I'm very affectionate.
If you want him to start, playing basketball or football or anything, you better
maybe
start
be a
kissing
comedian. I don't like.
He will become a comedian if you kiss him in the mouth a lot when he's a child.
Yeah, fuck him up good.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, did I thank our sponsors?
You did, I think.
Yes, you did.
Okay, thank you to them. So today, as we were saying before we went down the dads making out with their sons rabbit hole, that next week is Thanksgiving, and we're thinking here in the Leftovers, it's all about war. It's all out war here.
Yeah.
And what other front is there in this war than dinner at Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, 100%.
You always have the weirdest fucking fringe people from your family coming out, living in the weird like desert towns in Middle California you never heard of, where like people just tweak all day and you don't know what they do out there. And somehow, I know, yeah.
Well, this year is going to be a little different probably because like half of them are dead. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
Like, the dinner table is going to be a lot lighter.
That's interesting.
A lot of uncles passed away this past year.
Might be some leftover turkey this year.
Yeah, exactly. But, the ones that did make it, the ones that are the true believers that, somehow made it through the COVID thing, get ready. And we're going to give you the tools. We're going to give you the ammunition.
Yeah, so
able to fight back.
Today we're going to be basically doing all of the main things you're going to hear from your conservative brainwashed family members and the tools you need to disarm them. That's coming up a little bit later, but this is huge, guys. You're not going to miss this one. Yeah. In the meantime, let's enjoy some...
I asked my community, one thing I'll say is, I asked my community about this, like, what are we missing here? Question-wise. And, like, I should have never asked them. They're like, the conflict in Ethiopia. I'm like, no, like, random Republican uncle is going to be like, what's going on in Ethiopia? Like,
yeah, there's a conflict in Ethiopia?
Yes, there's a conflict going on in Ethiopia.
My family won't be discussing that, I think.
Yeah.
With peace and love, of course. But here, I'll give you a preview. We've got critical race theory. White people are the most discriminated against it today in society. Also, a bonus, Karen is racist against white women. You'd be surprised how often I hear that.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
And I've even been hearing Tucker doing that, like, ooh, what, she's a Karen. Like, they're writing it off like it's some kind of white woman hate. There are only two genders. COVID is just the flu. There's a lot about COVID, obviously.
It's so hard for me not to immediately get locked into like.
Don't do it now. Trump won the election. Why are they always canceling things like Mr. Potato Head, Aunt Jemima? I mean, in short, cancel culture is ruining society. Forced diversity, affirmative action. Young people don't know how to work hard anymore. That's a good one. Global warming is a hoax. And Joe Biden botched Afghanistan. So these are just a good baseline to be prepared, And the goal is to make your relative cry.
Yes.
Your goal is to make them feel that the only solution is a civil war and secession from the United States as we know it. Two-nation solution.
Yeah. Look, debates are, in my opinion... something that is mostly for entertainment. It gives you the talking points for your side, again, and it helps you recognize the other side's talking points. I'm not a firm believer that, this is the aristocratic or the Socratic method or whatever. The Socratic method where you are, arriving at the truth by debating someone. No, it's just like a guy who's very good rhetorically gifted person, blurting out talking points, and trying to rationalize logical fallacies as quickly as possible.
Right.
Against another guy who's doing the same.
Yeah, and by the way, you rarely in any debate do the people actually know what the fuck they're talking about. It's usually...
Yeah, Ben Shapiro is not like this brilliant scientist that has a full-blown understanding of climate change.
Historian, climatology, exactly.
No,
they literally don't know what they're... It's just an appeal to emotions. He knows what plays great on the emotion and sounds good.
Yeah.
That's how you win.
And also, like, there are numerous different methods of making yourself come across like the winner to the onlookers. Ultimately, there's 40% of one side that's going to remain there, 40% of the other side that's going to remain there, and you're basically fighting for the 20% in the middle, and they can potentially sway depending on how rhetorically superior one side looks.
You're pretty optimistic. You think that we can be changing minds at the Thanksgiving
There's always
table.
people. Well, not at the Thanksgiving table. I'm just saying in general, if you're like doing a public debate and it's on YouTube
Do you think
or
there's
whatever.
20% people you could persuade? I feel like it's like 5.
In the margins, there's always people that are just like onlookers that don't really have like a super strong, well-established position. Still, the overwhelming majority of either side is going to stay,
Yeah.
Unless there's like a thorough deconstruction and full-blown humiliation of the other side. If you just like rip them.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately it's entertainment though, and it can be very entertaining, but you're like, if your goal is to like change the minds of your relatives, especially ones that watch like, hours and hours and hours of Fox News, like that's not going to happen.
Well, anyway, you should know. Just be ready, okay? It's happening. War's coming this Thanksgiving, and we must be ready to fight.
I'm seeing the headlines already. Ethan Klein and Hasan Piker want to destroy the nuclear family. They hate families, and that's why they're telling you to fight back.
It's the new Civil War. I'm just following what Tim Pool told me to do. Families against families, brothers against brothers,
Yeah, that's right.
COVID nation versus no COVID nation. I'll tell you which army's going to last longer in the trenches, the one that's vaccinated.
Yeah.
If it's a war of attrition.
Yeah, well, that's we're sterile now, though. We don't have we can't have babies.
Our immune systems are dead.
Yeah.
We got too much okay, let's get on with it.
Okay.
Fuck Joe Biden is destroying my own TV. We got some memes at the top of the show. You know about it.
Hell yeah.
So you guys know about this fuck Joe Biden thing? I don't know if have we talked about it? I don't know if I've ever explained this weird phenomenon. So,
we briefly brought it up when it was first popping off, and then it turned into Let's Go Brandon. And you remember Donald Trump Jr. tried to take credit for it and be like, I made this, believe me. He's like, no, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't.
Yeah. So I guess the backstory with Let's Go Brandon is that some reporter, people were chanting fuck Joe Biden in the stands, and a reporter misheard them and said, they're saying Let's Go Brandon.
Yeah.
And so now they thought that was hilarious. So now they all say, let's go Brandon, which is code word for the very naughty, fuck Joe Biden.
Yeah, and I feel terrible for Brandon Brown. It was like a beautiful moment for him in Talladega. He wins. He's like elated. He's excited. And now the only thing that people remember is like nobody was saying, let's go Brandon, and that's like the big conservative thing. I feel bad. But yeah, no, this was like a big conspiracy that like the media is just hiding the truth about how angry people are at Talladega.
You hear that? They're saying, let's go Brandon.
They're not saying that. They're saying fuck Joe Biden. We could one day look at, I've done this already on my stream, but there are many rap songs that have come out.
Oh, there's MAGA rap with the...
Dude, of course, dude. This entire thing is like, there's a grift economy.
No, I've seen that one MAGA rapper, but are they going with the Let's Go Brandon?
There are like 3 or 4 songs that is just Let's Go Brandon. That are titled Let's Go Brandon.
Kind of curious.
They were popping off on the iTunes charts too.
Am I gonna get? Fuck.
Yeah, like number 1 and number 2.
There's something beautiful about like conservatives hijacking hip hop to turn it into some pseudo white nationalist movement.
Yeah,
about
the dudes are black though, except for Forgiato Blow.
Just shut up.
Who is ethnically ambiguous? I don't know what the fuck. I mean, he's more of a creature anyway. But the other 2 dudes are the 2 black rappers. There's like the black MAGA rapper, and then there's another guy who's like trying to pop off with the.
Well, anyway, this guy's so pissed off. He.
Oh no! What's he gonna do? No! I'm so owned. Dude, he fucking owned me. Don't show it again. Don't do it. Oh no!
He's owning the libs by smashing his own TV. And this is basically a good comparison to not getting vaccinated to own the libs. You're basically just put a year and the people around you's life at risk.
Dude, he owned me so hard. I don't know how you're able to sit there.
It hurts. And Joe Biden will never recover either.
Yeah. I mean, Joe Biden's approval ratings are fucking pretty terrible right now. So, but You know,
but I mean, if people are smashing their TVs, that's good for the economy. They're gonna have to buy new ones.
Well, there's a supply chain problem right now. There's inflation. I mean, my man is cooking himself a little bit.
Grows the economy.
Yeah, I just love that. I mean, these people are dumb as it gets, destroying their own property.
Yeah.
To show how fucking badass
they did it with the Nikes. Remember the Colin Kaepernick thing? Like, so awesome. There's a long history. They broke down their Keurigs when Keurig pulled their sponsor from Sean Hannity, I think. They've done this forever. This is like a classic thing.
I remember the Colin Kaepernick. They were literally burning their own fucking J's, all their Nike shit. It's like, cool. You already bought it, bro.
Well, you
already bought it. You're not supporting. You already paid for it.
The other thing is, they do the "Let's Go Brandon" thing in a different way forever. You know what I mean? Like when Donald Trump first became president and like owning libs was super hot, hotter than it ever has been. I was feeling so owned all the time. I'm not even a liberal, but goddamn, I was owned. And what they would do is they would go to Starbucks and be like, I'm going to get a cup and I'm going to name myself MAGA. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
right.
They do that. This is like their fun. It's just little baby-brained idiots. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, this guy, Milo Yiannopoulos, he was really kind of a prominent right-wing figure for a while.
Yeah.
He was making the rounds. He was on Breitbart.
He went full libertarian. That's what happened.
Well, people thought he was real interesting. Rubin Report had like a huge thing on him. He was a total piece of shit. I mean, a total psychotic freak show. And it culminated when he went on Joe Rogan's podcast and told some story about how he was attracted to children.
Yeah, he talked about like he basically, like I said, he went full libertarian. Never go full libertarian. You can't do that. Once you start talking about the arbitrary nature of age of consent laws, it's like,
is that a libertarian talking point?
Rothbard famously discussed the child marketplace, the marketplace of children.
No way.
I mean, when you go full ANCAP, when you go full right libertarian, you're inevitably going to arrive at the conclusion that like your child is your property and you could technically sell your child, which is what Rothbard argued, which would make it better. That? A famous libertarian thinker.
So his theory was, if we take this all the way to take this all the way to the logical conclusion, there is a workplace, commerce place for children in terms of like labor, sexual objects. Are we talking sex slavery?
He argued that parents have the right to put a child out for adoption or sell the rights to the child in a voluntary contract in what Rothbard suggests will be a flourishing free market in children.
Holy fuck, bro.
In order to improve child welfare.
Flourishing free market for the child exchange.
Yeah. He said that the free market of children would create a better child welfare because the parents that really want to have a child will buy it. The child.
Has this guy ever been psychoanalyzed? That's one of the weirdest, sickest takes I've ever heard. The free market of children. Well, Milo was definitely interested in the free market of children, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, he went real French philosopher with it. He went real right libertarian with it. And of course, Americans were like, even American like funders. And a lot of these guys have like one billionaire that loves them. And I think in Milo's case, it was Mercer. They were like, okay, that's too much. There's a bridge too far for me.
Actually, can you pull that clip up? Because it was just an iconic moment. And it's just because being on Joe Rogan's show is a big deal, right? So this is one of the best conservative fall from graces I've ever seen.
Yeah.
What you see here, he's obviously openly gay. He talks about
not anymore.
He's converted. He's joined what's called the Church Militant.shop. So this is the Christian army, which has
I'm looking at that lady.
Done very well.
I'm looking at that lady. She's giving me real fucking Che Guevara vibes. Like she's the Catholic Che Guevara.
Yeah, but I love the idea of the church. Religious militaries are a good idea.
Yeah, totally.
They've always done well.
Yeah, she looks like a revolutionary.
Well, he has renounced homosexuality. He's successfully converted, despite still being the gayest looking and sounding man on the planet.
Yeah, I don't believe that he converted that successfully.
I mean, dude, I'm sorry, but you cannot rock that haircut on the ChristMilitary.shop and say that you're still straight.
Yeah. He's a horrible monster in every way. I mean, he made a living like literally going to college campuses and like outing trans people in front of like the young college Republicans that like invited them there. He was a big troll, and he was also like the main guy that utilized the whole like, haha, we're just joking, why are you upset? Except it's not jokes, like it's actually very serious. Like he would try to insert Nazi rhetoric into Breitbart articles. You know, Breitbart, which had famously a black crime section titled Black Crime until 2017.
That's awesome.
When Ben Shapiro used to work there, by the way. So, you know, all these guys are fucking demons. But he was like trying to red pill people.
Exactly.
Openly.
Which is weird. He's obviously has a fair bit of self-loathing because he aligns himself with people with actually just hate gay people. Like he's continually just surrounding himself with people that hate who he is. Very interesting. Here he is selling Virgin Mary statues. So this is how far it goes.
So it's 11 3/4 inches tall.
I think it's
if you're
amazing.
thinking
No, I'm saying like his fall from grace is sad, but it's awesome.
Into your shrine or maybe even a bedside table. I know sometimes people like to wake up and say good morning to their favorite, people and saints and whatnot.
This is just
it's available in bronze and pewter, and they're both
so satisfying.
We're not yet set up for 2 easy payments, despite our.
We're not quite there.
But we're hoping to offer that one day, or 2 easy payments.
This is the best fucking thing. This is like the best poetic justice that's ever happened. We're not set up for 2 payments yet, are we? Well, we're working on that. All things are possible with God. Am I right?
It's great. Churchmilitant.shop.
She's just under 12 inches tall. She's available in those.
I know what he was thinking there. Just under 12 inches back in the day.
No, he's converted.
Back when I was a gay man.
Conversion. He's converted. He's a straight man now.
This Virgin Mary is the perfect size.
2 different. They call them accent finishes. We've got statues in the shop here that are fully painted.
Right.
And we'll see some of those later.
Yes.
But the thing I like about this is this wonderful burnished, bronzy, aged color that she's got. And that wonderful, the face on this is
This is like from a
nice.
sitcom where the villain just
I hope you know what I mean when I say there are good Marys and bad Marys. Of course,
I mean, yeah, doing QVC for like racist Catholics is just like the saddest thing you can do.
Unfortunately, they haven't put the work in to make sure that she's got
and
just
he's
the right
so passionate,
features.
so loving about
this,
it.
on the other hand, as you can see,
the thing is, Milo Yiannopoulos could have been a very entertaining character if he wasn't also just like a straight up psychopath. He could have just been like a regular Republican who's gay and flamboyant and, you know, dressed in an interesting way and kept triggering the libs because he had the capacity to do so.
Well,
but then he flew too close to the sun.
Yeah, I mean.
And he just like literally organized alongside Nazis and stuff. And when you do that, you're going to get got eventually, okay? And you're going to get deplatformed very successfully. And when that happens, you're done. When you're shut off from your main funders.
You know what's interesting? This is proof that deplatforming works. He was banned on every
100%.
platform, and now this motherfucker's selling Virgin Marys.
Yeah.
Christian. What the fuck do they sell at Church Military?
So, Church Militant, and I'm looking into it right now. It's actually like an ultra conservative Orthodox Catholic group that like. They're Catholic, but they really hate this Pope, and they hate any vaguely liberal.
Is commie scum.
Yeah, well, this Pope is he's a gay commie.
What the fuck is a Catholic Me Too, other than people who are raped by priests?
I have no idea. I don't know, but the Church Militant store is selling. If you scroll down, they're selling what is known as a chapel veil.
And we go to the shop,
and I have no idea what that is, but I'm into it.
Wait, a chapel veil? Hey, that looks like me, bro.
That's a good Catholic man.
Yo, well, that's baby Jesus, I'm assuming, because he's got the extra little swag in his halo.
You know more about this than I do.
I don't know anything about Christianity. What do I know?
But yeah, they're selling chapel veils too, which I guess
Where's
you
the
wear.
Chapel veil? I want to see.
I don't know. It's on the main page. If you scroll down on the main page,
Christian Militant. The crusade is back, guys.
Pope is praising journalism.
Yo, these guys got swag. Look at that swag, bro.
Yeah, they look like Dark Souls bosses, dude. I mean, straight up.
Yeah, they do for sure.
I mean, there's literally a Dark Souls boss that's like that.
And that's a fat scythe. Like that's probably a good weapon.
The Deacon of the Deep.
That's literally That's literally.
You think that's probably a dex weapon, not a strength?
No. That's plus 10 mage. Like
it's a mage
magic
weapon.
damage.
Faith. It's a faith build.
Sorry, Faith. He's a Faith build. It's true.
Where's the fucking? I want to see the damn.
I mean, I'm on the churchmilitant.shop. Oh no, I'm on the churchmilitant.shop website, and I'm seeing like, if you scroll down, what is but it's a different page than what you're looking at for some weird reason.
Yo, come on, Church Militant Shop.
Oh yeah, here, just keep going, keep going. They got FBI. I don't know what that is. FBI. DVD's FBI, and then right under it, you have Chapel Veils.
Okay, Chapel Veils.
What the fuck? I mean, it's kind of hot.
Yeah, good for role playing.
I'm into it.
Is that a marriage thing or just like when you go to church, you got to be modest thing?
No, fucking no.
They've got it in Merlot. That's kind of a sexy name. I don't know if you want to invoke.
Yeah, imagine putting lingerie on your head, ladies. What's up? What's going on? You know, you're like, oh, I'm going to be super Catholic, so I'm going to wear lingerie on my head when I go to church. What are you trying to fucking turn on God? What is this?
Well, you know, God sees everything.
That's true.
That veil ain't hiding shit. I'm kind of curious. Breeding poor leader. It's all about just shit talking the church, actually.
Yeah, I feel like these guys are the church's number one haters. Instead of, seems not very Catholic.
Okay, here's an interesting one. The bishop is silent on the homosexual crisis.
Fellas, is it gay to hold your friend's face?
This is a crisis. That's what they're saying. We need to stop this here.
Are they actually gay or are they just...
Oh, well, they have a video. This is awesome.
As the successors of the apostles in
the
US
what, dude?
gather
That's
today.
high budget. This is a high budget set.
As the
Look at that.
How?
That's fucking sick.
But
and
like,
look who's there. It's Milo.
But like how? How are they keeping this alive, dude?
Those Virgin Marys.
I just don't understand how like something like this, which is because there's so many competitors. Like I get why,
there's a lot of money, man.
Those like psycho evangelical pastors, like I get why they make money because like they're kind of charismatic, they're telegenic, like they say insane shit that you want to hear.
Well,
like,
those guys who will make crazy money, they're basically just get rich quick Christ memes because they go pay us and you make more money.
Yeah. No, they do the prosperity gospel, a lot of them. So I kind of get where they're coming
from.
They're
like NFTs, kind of like Jesus NFTs.
Yeah.
Yo, but Milo's in this doing a gay man, okay? Doing a show about Bishop silent on homosexual crisis. This is a gay man speaking on the homosexual crisis.
Yeah.
Successors of the apostles in the U.S. gather today here in Baltimore. One pink elephant is following them up into the conference room. Church Militant's Paul Morano exposes the central problem of the sex abuse scandal
you're sitting
that
next
bishops
to a gay
continue
man
to ignore,
fucking
and they seem
dressed
to
like he's going to the club after this.
purposely avoid.
Almost 20 years after the Boston Globe shined its spotlight on clergy sexual abuse, bishops are still dogging the key issue of homosexuality in the priesthood.
I want to be as compassionate and merciful
Wait, is the problem not pedophilia?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I thought the problem was like pedophilia, not homosexuality.
Well, in the eyes of like super Christian people, they see it as like one and the same. Ironic that Milo Yiannopoulos is right there too.
He's the guy that went. Wait.
Didn't he get abused by his priest or something? That's what yeah.
Wait, hold on. Play this clip from Joe Rogan where he says he's attracted to children.
And
he's
which child?
I can't.
I told you it wasn't the pedophilia. I was after I lost my virginity. I was in my teens. I was in my teens.
14.
I was in my teens. Something like that.
That's what you said. 14 is pedophilia, buddy. I don't know how they rock it and marry old England.
I was in my teens.
Over here in my country and fucking where you are right now.
You've never
America.
seen a 15-year-old girl at any point in your life, however old you were, you've never seen a 15-year-old girl you thought was hot.
Yeah, when I was 15.
No, when you were
25.
When you were 25.
I'm not retarded, dude.
When you were 25, when you were 30, you will have seen girls about 15 you thought were hot.
No,
of course
I thought they were
you
little
did.
kids.
No, you didn't.
I thought, damn, she's going to be hot, but I didn't want to fuck her.
Bullshit.
Not bullshit at all. No. You can't tell me what I was born into.
I think if you're 14...
Born like this.
You're born this way.
He's literally like, what are you saying right now? Do you know that like people are going to hear this and they're going to see this?
One of the moments where I do appreciate Joe Rogan, he absolutely bodied him.
Yeah, he's just like, no, because I'm not a freak.
Yeah, he goes on to say that, he was a teenager, his priest had sex with them, and he liked it, he cherishes it. Pretty interesting. Obviously, he was the victim in that situation, so I'm not going to criticize him for that fucking him up. But now he's on the church military talking about homosexuality is the problem and not pedophilia. Incredible.
The 2002 Dallas Charter and the 2004 John Jay Report, commissioned by the bishops, focused only on the abuse of minors.
Yes!
With the help of the Luciferian media.
That's the fucking problem!
Why is that?
It's
I can't believe they would only focus on pedophilia. What?
They would only focus on the smaller issue of the two.
Yeah,
minors.
It's not a big deal. It's like a bonus prize that you get when you're a priest. I don't understand.
Sex with kids is one thing, but homosexuality.
Consenting adults having sex with one another. Oh, that's where I draw the line.
Holy shit!
Absolutely
this is
not
madness.
Framed as pedophilia.
Thousands of priests were abusing children.
Priests abusing children.
More than 10,000 children were reportedly sexually abused by Catholic priests.
The report found almost 80% of minors victimized between 1950 and 2002 were post-pubescents, and of those, 85% were male.
In the 1980s, most
that
of the
guy's a fucking rapist.
Allegedly.
I don't know, bro. I get bad vibes from
in
this
Minecraft.
man.
He does have those fucking cult leader glasses.
No, dude.
No, he's got them Waco 4s, dude. Look at those. That's good eyewear. I have some of those too.
You like those?
I love those. I mean, I wear them when I want to look like a fucking pastor. Like,
when is that, bro?
All the time. I love LARPing, dude. I'm a conservative, brother. I'm a real red-blooded American.
You might as well dress up as Jimmy Savile while you're at it.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Of all the places and all the things in the world that we criticize,
he does look sus.
The one thing, me as a parent, I would never fucking leave my kid with the Catholic Church under any circumstance, bro. I'm telling you, do not put your kids in the church for any reason. You can go to church with them, go to Sunday.
Don't leave them there by themselves.
Never.
No shot.
Please, God, never. Holy shit.
Look, that's the priest, dude.
That's what I'm saying. This man's gonna be holding your child's hand.
You leave your young boy at the church. What do you do? This guy shows up.
This guy's a PhD apparently of
He's looking like a Boyle brother from Always Sunny. You know what I mean? It's just not good. Fucked vibes. Okay, I'm sorry. No disrespect. Maybe he's like a really nice dude, but he's looking a certain type of way. People are gonna get so mad at us for this.
Let's throw it to a break. We got thank our sponsors, and we'll come right back with more leftovers. Listen up, you hairy mother effers. Have you looked in the mirror recently? Like, really looked? The beard you grew out over the last year? That COVID beard? Come on, let's clean it up a little bit, Hasan. They wrote your name. They wrote your name in the
I'm cleaning it.
Yeah, you look cleaned up.
Thank you.
Yep. You know what? For a minute, it's hot outside. That's a good thing. Let's tame that bad boy. It's not hot outside. It's literally winter.
I mean, it's winter, but it was like 90 degrees over the weekend.
Yeah, in LA, but everywhere else in the world.
Harry's is changing the ad copy, adjusting it to climate change.
Well, yeah, right. Exactly.
90 minutes. There's 90 degrees outside in the middle of November. Get a shave in with Harry's.
Here's the deal with Harry's, okay? If you don't know Harry's, it's time you do. Harry's was created to be different from other shaving companies. Harry's crafts high-quality, long-lasting blades and durable weighted handles that make a close, comfortable shave quick and, dare we even say, enjoyable.
Can you dare to say it?
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Can he say that?
They dare, though. They dare you to.
They're bold.
Yeah.
And because Harry's insists that you shouldn't have to choose between a great shave and a fair price, they just give you both.
Wow. Because I do hate choosing between a great shave and a fair price. I'm always like,
great
man,
shave,
how do I get
great
both?
price? Harry's. Refill blades start as low as $2. Easy decision. And even easier, new Harry's customers get their Start Here set, which includes a 5-blade razor, weighted handles, foaming gel, aloe, and a travel cover. It's $13 of value just for $3. That's value.
Yeah. And like we've talked about before, you
free.
can fight off home invaders with your heavy handle Harry's blade.
Yeah. It doubles as a melee weapon.
Yeah, that's right.
Plus, Harry's offers a whole range of amazing face and body care products for men, all delivered right to your door. I love Harry's. I use it on myself. I use it on the back of my neck. I use it on my neckline, sometimes on my face when I'm feeling weird and wild, and I want to look like a pudgy-ass Mr. Potato Head. Don't look good without facial hair. But when I do, I use Harry's. It's a great razor like no other. Doesn't leave the burn. It's weighty. And when I see myself without hair, I want to clunk myself out anyway. So
yeah, you use the heavy handle.
I melee weapon myself. There's never been a better time to try Harry's. Go to harrys.com/leftovers to get their starter set for just $3. It's a 100% satisfaction guaranteed. So you got nothing left to lose. Go to harrys.com/leftovers right now to get their special offer. That's harrys.com/leftovers. Thank you. Listen, we all shop online. We've all seen that code taunting us at checkout. That's where Honey comes in. It's the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. I like the analogy. My dad was a serial coupon cutter, to my great embarrassment as a child. And like, this is going to be sparing kids like me of having those super cheap dads.
I love a deal. I love a good deal.
No, my dad would show up to the grocery store like up with a deck of Pokemon cards, and he'd be like doing like, I got like 4 of a kind, bro. He'd be like,
I respect that.
It's embarrassing 100%. As a kid. It's embarrassing.
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
Well, you know what? It takes it out. I don't got to be embarrassed by my dad. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like.
I don't know what it's like for sure. But like, I would do that.
Do you?
No.
Well, then you wouldn't.
No. Well, I mean, I don't even know where you could get a coupon.
Yeah.
Well, other than the Honey.
Well, my dad did. Well, you don't got to worry about coupons because Honey does everything automatically for you.
Right.
Honey supports over 30,000 stores online, ranging from tech, gaming, products, fashion brands, and even food delivery. Imagine you're shopping at one of your favorite sites. When you go to the checkout, the Honey button drops down. And all you have to do is click Apply Coupon. Wait a few seconds as Honey searches for coupons it can find for that site. And Bob is your uncle. If Honey finds a coupon code, it'll drop the price magically.
I do love that. Even if it's like $1 off, I'm like, yes, I want something here. Especially because like when I see the code up there and I don't have a code, I'm like, I feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah.
Like, what do they know that I don't know?
Well,
what's going on here?
You know,
I want a deal.
I've spent some time in my day at the checkout being like, okay, new egg or whatever, coupon code. And you're like, try, nothing works. And new egg does that all for you. And you don't got to worry about it. It saves me money all the time. Here, was this one from Ela?
Yeah, this was like 3 days ago. She sent this to me.
Yep. $5 on a $40 purchase.
Lance.
There you go.
$5.
There you fucking have it. The proof is in the pudding. And I'll tell you what,
dude.
Honey has found its 17 million members over $2 billion in savings. Jeff Bezos will be like, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah. Not saving me $2
I just found $2 billion under my cushion. Not impressed. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free. It installs in a few seconds, and by getting it, you're going to be doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast. I'd never recommend something I don't use. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/leftovers. That's joinhoney.com/leftovers. Thank you. All right, we're coming up on thanks to stamps.com. Hasan, I know you're a simp for the post office.
I do love me the post office for sure.
You're going to love stamps.com.
Oh, yeah.
Because it brings you the power of the post office right to your friggin' home.
No way.
Yes, you're skipping lines. You're dodging traffic.
I do hate lines. I
and
love
you're
post
saving
office,
money.
Don't like the lines.
Stamps.com, baby. Let you compare rates, print labels, and access exclusive discounts on UPS and USPS services all year long. It just makes sense, especially if your business sends more mail and packages during the holiday. You know, Dan's girlfriend uses Stamps.com. She loves it, doesn't she?
She does. She was printing out tons of postage yesterday because the holiday shopping season has started, and she's getting lots of orders rolling in, and she was packing them up and boom, boom, boom with her little Stamps.com printer, printing them out, gets picked up.
You
no
weigh
trip to the post office, easy peasy.
When Dan talks, I trust him more because he's like in the mainframe.
Yeah.
No, I know he's in the Matrix. He has access to all data points.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if you're selling online, or you're running an office or a side hustle, Stamps.com to save you so much time, money, and stress during the holidays. Access at all post office and UPS shipping services is all you need. Well, no. Hold on. Let me go back. Access all the post office and UPS shipping services you need without taking the trip. And get discounts you couldn't find anywhere else, like 40% off UPS and 76% off UPS. Going to the post office instead of using Stamps.com is kind of like taking the stairs instead of the elevator.
Love that. Love the elevators, hate the stairs.
Yeah, that's universal.
Yeah.
Just
Unless
going up
it's an escalator that's not working, in which case let me use it. You know?
I'll still use.
Why are you stopping me from using the escalator that's not working?
Right.
Just stairs now.
Right. That's true. Just going up a couple floors? Sure, take the stairs. Walking up, we don't need the extended analogy, Stamps.com. we get it. We don't need more stairs analogies.
Well, save time and money.
Exactly. That's what it's all about. You're going to save so much time and money. Something about stairs and escalators. You'll wonder why
you're saving time and money by skipping that analogy, just like you save time and money this holiday season with Stamps.com.
Exactly.
Boom.
Exactly. Sign up with the promo code LEFTOVER for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale, no long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and enter LEFTOVER. Thank you so much. All right, let's keep it moving because we got to get to our main segments today. So let me just hit these headlines.
Let's do it.
Having too much fun here today, guys. QAnon shaman goes to jail for 3.5 years. Smell you later. Actually, this is breaking news. I don't know if you saw his lawyer made a statement that was pretty epic. Yeah, this is great.
After spending this much time talking to Jacob Sansing and learning about him, what do you think is appropriate accountability for the former president?
What do I think about his what?
What is an appropriate accountability for former President Trump?
Well, if you're asking my opinion.
By the way, bad sign when your lawyer's like, "Oh, you want my opinion?"
Yeah. At the press conference?
Okay, here you go.
My opinion is meaningless. I will say that I would probably be far more effective over a beer with former President Trump, even if he didn't have a beer, because I understand he doesn't drink beer, but I'd have a beer. And I'd tell him, you know what? You got a few fucking things to do, including clearing this fucking mess up and taking care of a lot of the jackasses that you fucked up because of January 6th. Now, in the meantime, I might talk to him about some other things that I'd agree with him on. But my opinion doesn't mean shit.
You gotta love this character,
That's my lawyer, dog. I'm going to jail for 3.5 years.
Your senator.
That's awesome,
Bro,
man.
look at my lawyer, dog.
I got a few fucking words for that fucking guy.
Yeah. No, but even then, he's like still sucking off to Trump. He's like, "Oh, dude, we'd agree on a lot of things, though." It's like, yeah, we get it, bro. You're a conservative trial lawyer. Like, that's clear.
Love it. Classy all the way. Jordan Peterson, where would we be without men? Jordan Peterson. This I thought was a Photoshop.
No.
I saw this and I said, this isn't real. Jordan Peterson quote tweeted himself, which is awesome. And he said to himself, "Come say that to my face and we'll see who needs a benzo, bucko."
You bandy around words like racist to smear people without consequence for you. Or so you presume. You naively presume. I defy you to find one phrase I ever uttered that is racist. You sanctimonious, slandering, arrogant, careless little prick. Yeah.
But what's interesting is it's just some random Twitter account.
Yeah, he just said JPB getting triggered and going full racist prick. Sounds like somebody needs a benzo.
Ooh, that's pretty good though.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Got him.
But welcome to Twitter, Jordan. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You can't lose your mind over every stupid Twitter comment.
Yeah, dude.
Then he quote tweets himself.
I think he was like trying to quote tweet him again, but he's like too much of a boomer to fucking do that.
Yeah.
So he's just like, "Come and say that to my face." So
come say that to my face, you fucking pussy.
It's just like weird that he also like admits that he was, addicted to benzos there too. Like, it's just like an odd thing for him to.
Well, it was just a great piece of media. Where would we be without benzos?
Men, they're doing impossible things.
We're doing impossible things.
Yeah.
We're getting in fights on Twitter.
They're taking 5 benzo pills at a time sometimes 10.
Women can't take that much benzos. Their body can't handle it.
Yeah, they're going to Russia for experimental treatment and almost dying because they go cold turkey there, and then their daughters are almost killing them in Serbia because she wanted to go to a nightclub. That's the Dragon of Chaos. That's what they
Where would we be?
Yeah, these postmodernist neo-Marxists don't want you to know about the Dragon of Chaos daughters.
Toxic masculinity.
That's that. I'm moving along. I'm going on to Paul Gosard.
Oh, yeah.
The guy whose whole family made a campaign ad saying don't vote for him.
Yeah, anime titty Paul Gosar is being censured and is being removed from his committee positions because the American government is expressly anti-anime, and I think that's understandable. That's reasonable.
I'm not anti-anime. I'm just anti-anime.
I'm anti-weebs, and I myself am an anime fan, but weebs are they're annoying.
Okay, let's get on to this. Basically, we've got the Tim Cass Legion of Doom. This was huge. Tim apparently does a podcast out of his trailer, and somehow Joe Rogan and Alex Jones all popped in at the same time.
They got the vibes so perfect in that fucking trailer. Like, it just looks so... Like, the filter that they applied or the lighting makes it look so much smellier than it actually... It's perfectly smelly. Like, the way it is. The way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so we made it was 3 hours long, but we made a super cut of our favorite moments here. So let's take it one bit at a time.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So Joe Rogan in the house. Alex Jones, ladies and gentlemen, right about basically everything.
By the way, sorry, I'm already pausing, but you can really appreciate what a goblin Joe is in that setting, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, he's it's kind of funny because it's like everyone is so excited to be around him. Like, this is their guy. This is like I think he's like a cow. You know what I mean? A beautiful cow running through the field, ripe and ready to be suckled on the teats of, and all these little baby sows or little baby cows are like running up to him like, Joe, give me a little bit of your titty. I need a udder, Joe. Yeah, and that's basically the vibes of the entire fucking 2 hour, 3 hour, whatever.
Yeah, he's
podcast.
become their idol for sure.
Finally, it's all coming down. The truth is coming out. So Thomas Jefferson was in the Illuminati. Bunch of demons. Joe Rogan is the 46th president of the United States. I smell sulfur.
Oh my God. People are just giving us money.
Yeah, so that was awesome.
Did you see? Yeah, I saw the super chats. It's like $500, $500.
Yeah, and you know, nothing perfectly shows the grift.
Someone said Tim Pool made $10K. I think there's like data that you can track. He made $10K from the 2 hour podcast from the donations alone.
That's pretty incredible, and that's the grift, right? That's it right there.
Yeah,
you tell people what they want to hear. You make them feel smart. You make them feel privileged. They give you money. It's awesome.
Yeah, and
oh God, that's how it works, Tim.
Alex Jones is wanting a piece of that after his ass just got served a few. Alex Jones is about to be bankrupt.
Yeah, he's got. I don't know what kind of insurance you have to protect yourself from situations like that where you lie about a fucking mass shooting happening.
I don't think Alex Jones is insurable. First of all,
yeah.
So, and by the way, I just do you find it a little fucked that Joe Rogan, who tries to maintain himself as kind of like a open-minded middle road guy, is happy to associate with someone like Alex Jones, who now has been found guilty, at least by default anyway, enough though, of harassing the parents of children who were murdered in Sandy Hook. Alex Jones is a fucking vile, psychotic conspiracy theorist. He's entertaining and lovable. I mean, look at his face. He looks like psychotic, Santa Claus.
I'm fascinated with Alex Jones. We've talked about this before when I came on your podcast once. Like, I wish that we were at a point in our society where everyone is educated enough to like appreciate Alex Jones in the same way that I do, where you just see him as like an entertaining figure. In the same way that, like, for example, Linklater saw him originally and, like, literally put him in, like, a bunch of movies. Because Alex Jones was in a bunch of movies. Scanner Darkly. Like, he played himself or a conspiracy theorist. And, like, wasn't that Linklater?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Richard Linklater put him in a lot of movies famously. Like, playing like the role of a conspiracy theorist, you know, a firebrand, whatever. And I love how entertaining he can be, but also I understand how damaging it is when like so many people are brain diseased and think he's being honest.
Way too dangerous. He's I don't think you can honestly like. Joe co-signs him. I mean, he really does, and it's not okay.
He would be the greatest entertainer, like one of the greatest entertainers, if he was not such a fucking horrible monster, and his followers did not actually believe everything he was saying.
Yeah. Well, Joe Rogan co-signs that. The new meme now is like he's been right about everything. He keeps saying shit like that.
Yeah.
Which comes up later.
So it's this guy right here.
I just sent you a text message with a meme. It's an amazing
Here it
meme
is.
with Alex.
Comedian, by the
gotta
way.
look at this. It's one of my favorite memes. It's a "You Are Here" meme.
He's such a
with all
fucking
the shit
boomer,
that
dude.
Alex has
Come
predicted has
on,
come
bro.
true.
That is, you're such a fucking boomer. Like, Jesus Christ. He went from like being a comic that I appreciated, and like, you know, people have always said like his comedy is mid, but I mean, I liked some of his specials, to like, hey, look at this Facebook meme I found that my children sent me. Take a look. Here, I'll send it to you. It's like, ugh, come on.
You are right now. Make that larger. Make that meme larger. Look at that shit.
Pull that
Your
up,
TV
Jamie.
spying on you. Check. Elite cabal of sex traffickers. Check.
Are we not check?
They're turning the frogs gay.
Check.
It's like hermaphrodites. It's hermaphrodites,
Quite gay,
right?
yeah.
Bohemian Grove. Check.
What is Bohemian? We know Bohemian Grove.
Yeah.
Real.
So here's the thing, okay? And this is something that like Alex Jones gets a lot of credit for some fucking weird reason. I'm a huge conspiracy lover. I love conspiracy theories. Your TV spying on you is correct. Elite cabal of sex traffickers, you could absolutely say exists in the form of like, you know, Jeffrey Epstein and whatnot. Certainly, right? Whether it's like, you know, CIA compromise, there is legitimacy to a certain degree, not in the way that like Alex Jones is portraying it. They're turning the frogs gay is not like, they're not turning the frogs gay, but like pesticide is actually changing their hormones and you know, turning frogs into I think they're turning the frogs trans, kind of
hermaphrodites. Yeah,
hermaphrodites. Bohemian Grove is a fucking club that is well documented. I know people that have literally worked there in the past as well. It's just a place for like conservative rich men to get away from their wives and like, you know, express their desires to be theater kids.
Yes,
alongside celebrities. Richard Nixon famously said like the F word when talking about it. He's like, oh, a bunch of, you know, everywhere is turning into the Bohemian Grove, a bunch of F-wordy, you know, rich people dancing around in the woods, frolicking in the woods. And that is what they do. So it's not as like severe, because the elites, when they get together, they're not getting together at the fucking Bohemian Grove to like figure out what they're doing. They're getting together in Sun Valley, Idaho. Okay. It's Sun Valley, Idaho. They do this once a year. That's where Jeff Bezos decided to purchase Washington Post. It's in front of your eyes. They get together at the Davos summits. They get together at the Aspen Ideas Festival. They don't have to go to the fucking.
They don't need an
Grove.
occult ritual to fucking.
Yeah.
The whole thing is silly.
Silver iodide is bullshit. Turns you blue. Rich people using baby blood. True. Literally true. Blood boys. Peter Thiel has blood boys. So there is not baby blood, but you know.
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about?
So blood boys is a very real thing. This
blood boys.
Yes.
Okay.
So Peter Thiel and other people,
conservative.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's a huge libertarian.
And do they? Are they thinking of him when they give the check mark here?
No. Yeah. They're just like using this to.
Okay. What does he do? Tell me about the Blood Boys.
So Blood Boys is when you get like a young lad.
How young?
Come and give you like 17, 18, whatever, younger. Person to do a blood transfusion with.
Okay.
And they believe that it has like potential healing properties, and also like, you know,
Peter Thiel does that?
Yeah.
For sure?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a blood...
Silicon Valley made fun of it, but it is literally real.
So they do just an unnecessary blood transfusion.
Yeah.
Okay,
TechCrunch. No, Peter Thiel is not harvesting himself with the blood of the young. Like, it's not, they're not bathing in virgin blood or anything like that, but they do actually do blood transfusions in a similar way that, like, what's the guy with the one ball? Michael, the biker.
Oh, Lance.
Yeah,
Armstrong.
like Lance Armstrong, not Michael. Lance Armstrong did that. Like, people that want to cheat in the Olympics do the same exact thing.
Really?
Yeah.
So they get that young blood in there.
By the way, there's literally a fucking company, by the way. Thiel has been interested in cheating death for several years. He told Business Insider back in 2012, death is a problem that can be solved. The company is called Ambrosia, which takes donated teen blood and pumps it into anyone aged 35 or older for $8,000 a pop.
Well, that is interesting and a little creepy, but I don't know if that would say that's rich people using baby blood.
No. That's what I'm saying. They take something. This is something that conspiracy theories do regularly. They take something that's like real, that's insane, okay? But instead of just being like, that's real and it's insane, they turn it into something that is surreal and psychotic. And
well, their theory was that they used the blood of babies. There's some magic in it. What was it called? Hydrochrotochrome or some shit like that.
Adrenochrome?
Yeah. So, but anyway, here.
Silver iodide, not really sure.
Not really sure.
Rich
It's not
people
real.
using baby blood. I'm not.
That's true. No, it's happening down in Mexico right now.
No, is it really?
Yes, it is. People are doing that. Yep.
You are here, human monkey chimeras,
Oh, I'm looking
which
forward to
he
that.
predicted a long time ago.
Well, where's that? Where's the?
Wait, you're saying the elves aren't real? That's
that's next.
Well, the elves
It's like,
are
this
real.
is what
Of
he's
course they're real.
They're coming next. And then I talked to a lot of people that were the Second Amendment advocates. They were saying before the election, they were going back into their Instagrams and their Facebooks and finding posts from 8-9 years
and
ago.
making samples out
let's
of
just
people.
briefly look
banning
at
them
that.
for those posts.
Imagine it's one thing for an orthodoxy to take over and make you comply, but to punish you before it took over is thought crime. Before, I mean, this is mind control. This is like in science fiction. This was never dreamed.
I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about.
They're talking about people getting banned. They're talking about people getting banned from Facebook because, like, at the end of the day, like, there's a bunch of fucking boomers, like, saying the government's censoring us or private corporations
They had
are
old
censoring us.
photos on their Facebook of them with guns, and then
I don't even believe that that's a real story. For the record,
Yeah.
this is a fucking anecdote at best. And not
this
only
is a thought crime. They're going back in time and punishing us for old photos that come to our house.
And 90% of the time, like, it's so hard to get banned from fucking Facebook and Twitter and shit. Like, I have literal psycho stalkers and shit that I, like, report regularly, and they still pop up with, like, sock accounts and stuff. So it's just like, it's total bullshit that it's these guys are getting banned so easily for being conservative. It's like, no. They probably were, like, literally being like, I'm going to murder you. And then that's why they got fucking banned. Not because they have photos with guns.
Dreamed of, where you're punished for behavior before the new orthodoxy comes in. So you don't just submit in the current state. You're going to pay for not adopting it
He's
before
such
it
a
was
unit,
the new.
man. You
I
really
gotta
get
correct you.
that.
This isn't not science fiction. This is what they did in the Soviet Union, where if you were on the wrong side before Stalin
it's
took over, you were
Facebook, dude.
executed with your family. So this has historical precedent.
No, I know.
Wait, pause for a second.
I love that.
The Soviet Union, they would throw you in the gulag.
Yeah.
And that's the same as, like, you getting banned off fucking Facebook.
Mark Zuckerberg is coming to disappear you in the middle of the night.
Meanwhile, they're having this conversation about Facebook, and that's the most insane part of this because it is literally by far the most heavily right-wing slant fucking website out of all the major social medias that, like, if you look at the top 10 posts, top 10 best performing posts on Facebook every week, and Kevin Roos of the New York Times, like, closely tracks this stuff.
Ben Shapiro,
Dan Bongino, Breitbart, like, it's literally always, like, far right news. Like, what do you want? What more do you want?
Well, that's why they get Facebook. They're just turning it into a right wing conspiracy stomping ground because they're pushing them. They got all these boomers using it. It's turned into their bread and butter in America, at least, is just white, angry, Christian conspiracy theorists. And that's their dollar. That's
fucking
their market.
terrifying.
What point would you start red pilling your kids, or do you?
That's fucking awesome, dude. I love the idea of red pilling your kids.
Oh,
after
Joe leaves, I'm
gonna black pill my.
I did not watch the rest of this, but, like, I watched the first hour when Joe was there, and that dude in the middle is, like, a quote unquote journalist. He's like one of those, like, fucking Andy No types, right? And he was used as a witness on the trial, in the Kenosha trial. That's why he's there. And he was just blurting the entire time in the first hour. He was just blurting right-wing talking points like Sean Hannity. And you can see Joe Rogan is so annoyed. He's like, why the fuck is this loser that's sitting behind me even having a say in this conversation?
I mean, he's in a trailer with fucking Tim Pool. His credentials aren't that much more interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
Well,
it was
that's the
very obvious that he
problem.
fucking hated this dude.
I've left my children alone And I've got 4 children. So one's like 19, one's 17, one's 13, one's 4. But I always think of.
Please stop having kids, Alex Jones. That's too many. What are you, just 4 or 5 kids? I mean, damn,
My
dude.
child is the youngest one. And I'm.
It's not an accident that Alex Jones is sitting next to conservative trans commentator Blair White, for the record. We do know he's the chaser, okay?
Oh, that's true. He left the browser open.
Mm-hmm.
Alex is into the trans porn.
Mm-hmm. And apparently, I don't know if Blair talks about it in this one, but apparently he, was it Alex Jones that reached out to her when she had 10,000?
Propositioned her?
10,000.
For sex?
When she had 10,000 followers, like when she was first starting off.
Propositioned her for sex?
I think it was Alex Jones.
Let's go.
I don't want to slander Alex Jones, but we know for a fact that he's a chaser because
you
we saw
can
his
slander Alex Jones.
We saw his, we got the documents. Here's aerial. Yep, here's a aerial view of Alex Jones' phone where you can see he's looking at trans porn right there.
Naughty T Babe Marissa. That was the best clip up of all time.
He's it's like, dude, if it's on your phone too, how desperate are you? I use my FapTop. He's like, I really need to get this one out.
Well, he left the browser open. That means that he nutted, was in post nut,
always delete your browser
phase. Left the browser open. That's so good.
Yeah.
And a ding dong.
That's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I mean, good for you, Alex. Get it.
That's why I feel guilty. So she knows how to run. I don't know how to turn the TV on, so I don't watch a lot of it. It's all these. She says, "I want to put music on. I want my blah blah." She's like, and all of a sudden, Sanjay Gupta, and I'm grilling a steak. And I'm like, huh? And I'm greedily eating it. I'm like, huh? And then Gupta's, so I go turn it off. I'm telling you, my daughter is like a demon conjuring Sanjay Gupta. So this happened
His daughter's
5
a
days
demon.
ago.
We
So I don't know
gotta
what to do.
fucking red pill her quick. We gotta exercise.
I don't got kids. Don't look at me.
Are you just
his 4-year-old daughter?
The best part was Tim's here. You guys remember he famously was like, "I'm single and it's not my fault. It's the whole world's fault." So here is a little sad Tim Pool
I don't
moment.
got kids. Don't look at me.
Are you just
Nobody was looking at you, bro. Nobody was looking.
It's because he goes on dates and he's still wearing the beanie, dude. Just take the beanie off in one of these fucking dates, dog. I swear to God,
I feel like it's got to be worse.
We're gonna get you some pussy, homie. We're
What's
gonna
under
do it.
there has got to be worse than
34
the beanie.
and I have no family. Because my dad had 2 kids by the time he was 27.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, you know what the problem is though? It's definitely not me. I think it's everybody else.
Yeah.
I love that video because it's literally the meme. He doesn't even realize it's not me, it's everyone else.
I don't got kids. Don't look at me.
Poor guy.
Poor Tim.
He's not terrible looking.
Well, we got to see what's going on under the beanie.
Yeah, I mean there is a photo from when he
it's-
was posting on 4chan. Would put a shoe on his head and stuff.
The thing is, it's definitely a personality thing. I'm sorry to say. No, he's fine looking.
Yeah, he's like a
successful.
decent looking dude.
Yeah.
He's rich. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Maybe his RV smells bad, but other than that, it's like,
Are you just
you want to come back to my RV?
Yeah. Joe Rogan and Alex Jones were here. You can still smell him on the seat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not that bad. Here's a photo of him under the beanie. It's really not that bad. He's got typical male pattern. I mean, it's a definitely deep pattern.
Yeah, I mean, you can't speak on this, okay? I can. I take Propecia. You can't speak on
I'm
this,
the hairline
sir.
king.
This is like me dunking on like a
whatever.
short
You got
person,
every fucking
okay?
thing. You got everything
Look at
else.
this. Look at this.
I don't give a fuck about your hair, bro. You're tall and jacked.
I mean,
don't give a
I'm
shit.
fine right now. Thanks to fucking.
I hope you go bald.
Thanks
How
to-
about that?
How dare you.
Because you have everything else. You deserve to go bald. It's all guys like me have. Is the hope and
dare
prayer
you.
that guys like you
My
go
hair's
bald?
wet.
Pecker is mad.
That's why I don't have it. That's why I don't have it out and about right now. But how dare you?
Yeah, you know what? Fuck you.
It's like
That's what you get
death.
for being 6'4".
Yeah. Male pattern baldness.
But he actually looks totally fine. Actually, I think he looks better without the beanie because he wears it so deep too.
Why doesn't he just go full bald? I don't understand. Just shave it off.
Embrace it, man.
And people praise Dan. He wears the dome with pride, and people love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
white pride. I'm just kidding.
Wow, there's a lot of Tim Pool memes just popped up, but let's not go there. I think we're getting short. We got to be.
We gotta keep cruising.
We're burning time here.
Yeah, we're getting
We only got 2 hours.
Tim Pool's.
Talk to her like an
Okay, let's just watch
adult.
it.
Like this is what the world is
that's my
doing.
Discord.
Oh, that's
PFP.
no, that's you.
That's my Discord PFP. It's not real. I just like
They fucked with your teeth or something.
Yeah, they put like the smile filter on it. I think.
Okay, yeah, something not looking right there.
Yeah, it looks like they're watching my Discord PFP in the second screen. They're like,
You know, I don't want to say I respect my children. I do. But it's weird. It's like I can't like tell a 4-year-old how things work. They see it. So I'm just like, we're turning Sanjay off now. And then she's throwing a fit and she doesn't know why.
Your 4-year-old is not watching Sanjay and throwing a fit, bro.
Why
that
is your
never
4
happened.
yeah.
That never happened.
Why is she not like, I don't know, watching Baby Shark or some shit?
No,
What the
don't
fuck?
turn off Sanjay Gupta. He's my favorite show.
Like,
Shut
why
up,
is
Alex.
a dude telling my daughter
Alex, do you know what you do next time? I gotta turn this off. This is scary.
Nobody's literally being like, Alex, your 4-year-old doesn't watch Sanjay Gupta.
Yeah, that's really weird.
It's a lie.
That's what you tell her.
Yeah, it's very scary.
Well, children are a lot more conscious, a lot more aware.
yeah.
They actually have a lot more DMT going through their brain up until a certain age.
The fuck you
So
say?
they're in touch.
You're
Of
shaking
the
your head.
My favorite guy.
I love that. He goes, tell your child this is very scary. We want them to be scared of things, lots of things. This is a good for the healthy child psyche. Be scared. This is you be scary of this. He's a brown man on the television.
Okay.
This is cult shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're in a cult.
Yes.
This is a cult.
Dude. Tell us, Joe. Tell us.
Fucking Alex Jones.
Tell us, Joe.
Joe Rogan.
Speak to us, leader.
How does the Kool-Aid taste?
Shut up,
Dr.
Yeah,
Joe.
actually,
We are in a cult. Joe, start off.
This information is not based on reality. This is
Yes.
a left wing cult, and they're pumping stuff out, and then they're confirming this belief. They're all getting together and they're ignoring contrary evidence.
Yes.
They're ignoring any narrative that challenges their belief about what happened, and they're not looking at it realistically. They're only looking at it like you would look at it if you're in a fucking cult.
Sounds like religion.
Sounds like Joe Rogan talking about ivermectin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm assuming they're talking about COVID, which is so fucking ironic because this man has gotten pretty much everything wrong. He ignores all the
You're talking to the
science.
health czar, bro. You better watch it.
You know, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers' doctor, bro.
He turned into this figurehead on the right.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, people are calling him for health advice.
Sorry, can you suck your own cock? Yeah, that's right. Joe Rogan can.
That's true.
Allegedly.
That was a big story recently.
I'm gonna get my health information from that guy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna do.
His dick at the rate he takes ivermectin, he basically his cum is 50% ivermectin at this point. So he's on a permanent drip,
just deworming that
constantly
worm.
deworming. Yep.
Yep.
Weird left. Cult is a religion that's just like it's just older. I had a bit about it. They're
Well,
like,
the cult doesn't let you ask questions. Keep Joe. Go ahead.
Well, a cult is made by a guy, and that guy knows it's a cult. In a religion, that guy's dead. That's the difference.
The
like
fuck you
religions
talking
are
about,
just
dude?
cults.
I
That
mean, he's
last
like doing
longer.
Reddit atheism memes, and I don't even disagree with him all that much. He's just saying that like
social and economic and even moral structure.
he's talking about his old bit about how like the difference between Scientology and like Catholicism.
But what is he
that-
talking about? He's talking about COVID treatments.
Yeah, he's talking about. I don't remember if this was about Kenosha or he's talking about mainstream media though. He's talking about liberal bias in mainstream media and how
Yes.
cult-like it is.
Right.
And obviously it doesn't stick there. But if he's making a comparison between religion and like other cults that are newer, then I understand what he's saying. And that's what he's like. He's using that to expand upon his criticism of mainstream media.
Like they actually benefit society. Like some cults, they're based on rituals or things that people learned, and they realize this is a better way to live their life. But some of them are just based on the present moment of gathering the most amount of whether it is influence or finances or what power, whatever the fuck it is. That's what this is. This
Joe
is
and I totally agree. So
The reason I called is
Joe Rogan, by the way.
But I totally agree with you, Joe. You're so smart and brilliant. You're also 6'4",
and you're super rich, by the way,
I got
and
the
powerful.
It's kind of sad seeing Alex Jones like suck Joe's boots so hard though. Like they all are doing it, but it's like, Alex, you're a fucking full grown like adult.
Well, Alex is basically lost without Joe. I mean,
It's a
Joe
virus
is the
sleeping
only
off.
reason he has any relevance left today. Nobody would be watching that show if it wasn't for Joe having him on.
Yeah, and like
then now,
regularly revitalizing him.
you know, and now that he just got these verdicts against him, this motherfucker is going to be cock deep on Joe. This is his only chance. Well, okay, let's get on with it. We're coming to the end. We got to do these serving W's at dinner. This is the big show here. Your head is getting smaller, my
head's getting smaller in that.
Freaking more as Thanksgiving dinner goes on.
I see what happened there. Must have been a mistake because I have such a large dome.
All right, so
in real life.
Here's the premise. I'm going to be playing the dumbass, which is not far from the truth.
Okay.
I'll be cosplaying as basically myself.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to want to be Hasan, okay? So we're going to role play this.
I'm the Hasanabi head at Thanksgiving.
All right, you guys ready? I wish I had like overalls and a piece of hay in my mouth and shit.
I was going to bring my Trump hat today. I forgot.
Well, hold on. Can I at least get some like MAGA shit to put on?
Yeah, you got all the MAGA shit there. He's just grabbing. Oh my God! Yeah.
I've got the box. Oh shit!
No!
I got the box of MAGA.
It's falling apart, brother.
Let's see. I got to pick right for this segment. We've got the. I mean, this is a favorite. White, straight, conservative. How else can I offend you today? We've got the. This is unrelated. We've got the
thin yellow line.
Tow truck lives matter.
Yeah,
that one's not good. We've got the. Let's see here.
When I die, don't let me vote Democrat.
That's good. That's good.
I love that.
So
with the Punisher.
Let's do that one, okay?
With the Punisher decal.
TeddyFresh.com.
Just straight ripping it.
How about just shirtless?
That's actually pretty funny. As long as you wear like one of those conservative hats and shirtless, you're like, yeah, whatever.
Fuck it. It's my house, damn it. This is my house. This is my dinner table, damn it, and I won't wear no shirt if I want to.
Uncle Hank, this is not your house.
It's not.
Yeah.
Uncle Ethan.
Now that I'm no longer
whiskey.
Now that I'm no longer shackled by Deborah who left me, I can drop trow if I want to.
It's my freedom. It's my right. You cannot tell me to wear a shirt. That's against my God-given right.
I mean, it's the same energy as the mask, no mask.
100%.
You know?
All right, so then hat-wise, we've got, oh, there you go.
That's such a high-quality photo. I love that. It's like he did a photo shoot like that.
He might even be eating Thanksgiving dinner, it looks like.
By
the
himself.
resolution is really high. You can see all the individual body hair.
He is one of those guys who would order like Thanksgiving dinner at a diner, you know? You have that.
It's sad, but, you know, another brave victim of divorce court.
All right, I'm in character. When I die, don't let me vote Democrat. Ooh. And the NRA hat. Okay, I'm in character.
Okay, let's hear what you got for me.
All right, so I'm going to be at the dinner table. I tell you what, that critical race theory is ruining our schools. They're teaching our kids that they's born racist.
Okay, so one of the immediate things that you got to ask is for them to define what critical race theory is.
I don't know. Critical race theory.
That can shut down the conversation.
It means that we're racist. This ain't no racist country. We got rid of slavery. Black people can vote. I ain't no racists around here.
Okay, so conservatives consider everything to be critical race theory, everything that like revolves around race to be critical race theory. So you got to figure out what brand of like critical race theory your relative is talking about. If they're talking about like anything that mentions black people as like human beings, even in the like pre-abolition world, in the pre-Reconstruction era, and that's critical race theory, you're talking to someone who's like, lost in the sauce, in which case you should just like thoroughly embarrass them by, mentioning that slavery is immoral and wrong. And
slavery's been gone for 100 years.
Yeah.
What you talk about slavery?
Except
ain't no slaves around here, boy.
Exactly, except the intergenerational consequences of, chattel slavery, ripping people away from their families, raping them, and selling them, obviously that still remains.
That was 200 years ago. You tell me them blacks ain't got time to get their shit together? Shit, my family moved here after slavery, and we doing great here. We got
because
no problem.
Because your family had rights and liberties that were not afforded to black people, so much so that even after abolition, even after the abolition of slavery, racist people, the Democrats, the demon rat, the
demon rats
were trying to keep that alive, to keep that separation alive through enforcing Jim Crow laws and segregating black people and not offering them the same opportunities. So much so that every single African descendant of slaves here in the United States right now is still 1.5 generations removed from abject poverty, from complete poverty. That was systematically enforced upon them. They were, forced into.
I just don't think that our kids need to go to school and learn that they're born racist. That don't make no kind of sense.
No one is born racist. You just learn racism through stereotypical imagery and through your whitewashed education system.
You sound like commie scum.
That's right.
I don't believe none of that.
So one thing that you can do is basically talk about, listen, this is not happening. Once you identify what kind of critical race theory they're operating on, what they're talking about, one thing that you can talk about is obviously how whitewashed the historical perspective, the historical narrative is, and that if anything, a true understanding of history so that everyone can understand and be better equipped is by teaching kids honestly about America's history with racism. There's nothing wrong with learning about this process. And one thing that I do hear regularly,
when I was in school, I heard that they're separating my white kids and saying you're black now and you got to pretend like you're discriminated against. Now, what kind of crazy shit is that? I heard that there's kids in school, they get separated and they say you're the slaves, and then the other kids say you're the oppressor. My kid ain't no oppressor, and he ain't no black either.
So the thing is, this is a common thing that I hear a lot, where people say they're teaching our kids that they're villains in this story. Mm-hmm. And no, you're not. You should not feel white guilt for what your ancestors did. However, you should be guilty and feel guilty if you're still defending it now, okay? So that's the big problem here, and the big disconnect, I think, is that learning about America's history doesn't automatically make you a villain. Continuously defending it in 2021
I ain't defending it. It's just that ain't no systemic racism here. Ain't no laws against black people. Y'all just social justice work.
Even in the Jim Crow South, right, when they had segregation, which you admit is racist, right? Jim Crow South?
I don't know what that is.
You need a little bit of critical race theory in your life then. But critical race theory obviously is the complex legal theory that no kids are learning about. But once you identify what it is, you can talk about that. And one of the things that they used to do in the Jim Crow South, and this happened in the North as well, obviously through redlining. But one of the things they used to do in the South is they would never expressly say black people are not allowed to vote in certain areas in order to avoid the scrutiny from these progressive folk, these commies. So what they would do is they would institute grandfather laws. And what that means is if your grandfather was not allowed to vote, then you would be subjected to a test, like these voter tests, or you'd be subjected to a poll tax, for example, in order to be able to vote. So that way, they didn't say black people can't vote. They just simply stated if your grandfather, who was a slave, could not vote, then you can't vote without these additional restrictions to stop you from voting.
What's wrong with having, what's wrong with showing an ID at the poll? Mm-hmm. We just want to make sure that the people that vote are the people they say they vote. If you think that's a problem, then you cheating.
So a lot of countries already have voter ID laws, but the main difference between those countries and ours is that it is exceptionally difficult. You hate the DMV, I suspect. You don't want to go there, obviously.
Hate the DMV.
It's
communist.
Underfunded. Yeah, it's underfunded.
Next thing you're going to tell me I need a license to use my damn toaster.
Yeah, that's right. It's coming.
So what's racist about that?
So voter ID laws, because of how inaccessible DMVs are, especially if you're working every single day, are created so that they're oftentimes even created in areas where there's no DMVs in poor neighborhoods, in predominantly black and white neighborhoods. They're created as a way to ensure that less people vote. Right? It's yet another problem. It's portrayed as a solution to a non-existent issue. What I mean by that is there have been numerous studies conducted on this, endless studies conducted on this by Republican think tanks, right-wing think tanks, liberal think tanks, bipartisan commissions have been launched. George W. Bush had a commission on this. Donald Trump had a commission on this. And every single investigation has concluded that voter fraud is not happening. Voter fraud happens at such marginal levels that it will never be able to move the needle on an election or an electoral outcome. So it's basically another way to stop people from voting in a country where literally the plurality doesn't even vote to begin with. If anything, we should be making it easier for people to vote, so that poor people have a harder time going out and voting and don't end up voting at all. That's all it is.
I'm a great character here. One of the best and easiest ways I've understand and explained systemic racism, and it's more like a classist thing too, but basically property taxes fund local schools. Boom. Done. Rich communities get better education. They make more money. They have more generational wealth. Poor communities, and communities of majority minorities are going to have worse education as a result, less funding, and therefore, less accumulation of wealth.
And you multiply that through generations. It just gets worse.
Never
and worse.
catch up.
And of course, that is, and one way to effectively shut people out of that, even in the North, was through redlining.
What red? I ain't heard no damn red line. The only red line I believe in is
live alongside white people in white neighborhoods, even if they had the money to do so. And
I think whites should stick to whites and blacks should stick to blacks.
Yeah,
What's racist about that?
That's quite definitionally is racist. That
okay, commie.
It's literally segregation. What you're advocating for.
Yeah, well, they want to stay with themselves, and we want to stick with ourselves. We ain't no problem with that.
No, there is definitely, especially when people consensually want to live alongside one another. There is a problem with
me
pushing back against that.
Okay, well, if you ask me, white people are the most discriminated against in today's society. You look at me; I can't even express myself. I can't even say the N-word no more.
Yeah,
it's outrageous.
Good thing.
It's outrageous. It's an affront on my freedoms.
So, this is a really common one too. Obviously, white people are discriminated against, certainly, but not on the virtue of being white. White people can be oppressed in today's society, and often are, as a consequence of being poor. Now, race in that situation plays another role on top of class. This isn't to mean that, obviously, Oprah Winfrey as a black woman is in a worse position overall than someone like yourself, Uncle Hank, living in a trailer. She is in a better situation. She's more privileged than you from a class position, right? But that actually only plays out, that discrimination only plays out, for white people at least, on the basis of class, never on the basis of race, because white people have never been discriminated against simply because they're white, on the virtue of the color of their skin.
Well, I can't say a damn thing these days. I tell you what, the woke army out there, I can't say a damn thing. I can't share my opinion. They say you're white, you're a man, you're straight. Have I offended you today? I can't even say a damn thing because I'm white.
I don't know how to respond.
Come on now, boy.
Okay.
You know I'm right.
Yeah,
That's why.
You're owning me, dude.
Yeah. You know how I'm white.
When you're
I'm white and I'm right.
Listen, when you're accustomed to a lifetime of privilege, equality feels like oppression. Not being able to put down black people on the virtue of the color of their skin is not actually oppressing you. Okay, it's just allowing other black people to thrive alongside yourself. They have the exact same goals that we do. Okay, black people have the same goals that we in the white community do. Okay, Everyone just wants to put a meal on their table, to have a roof over their own heads, and the average black person has the exact same issues and the exact same goals that the average white person has. All of those things. They want safety, they want security.
There's more crime in black neighborhoods. Now, if I don't want to live near black people, why shouldn't I be able to say that? They bring the crime, they bring the drugs, and I just want them part of that thing.
White people and black people consume drugs at a similar rate, especially when it comes to marijuana, for example, except black people are heavily persecuted and prosecuted for the same exact offenses and get way longer prison sentences because the criminal justice system is absolutely heavily geared towards further oppressing black people.
Well, I smoke a little meth, but I never do no crime.
Yeah, that's exactly. Well, that is a crime.
Right. Well, I guess technically that is a crime, but it's my freedom to do meth. All right. Now simmer down there, you Arab.
I thought I was white too in this situation.
This man's an Arab. How do you get at this dinner table?
Yeah. They brought me over.
I'm getting sick of this Karen. I hear people talk about them Karens, man. Them Karens, that's just a racist term for a white woman. It's oppressive and it's anti-white. And I won't have it.
So, Karen is like cracker, okay? There's a difference between being able to say cracker and saying the N-word, right? You literally can't say it. You just say the N-word.
Why don't you call it the K-word then? Karen's offensive to me. I don't ever want to hear that word again. Karen. This triggers me.
By the way, that's
my fork is trembling.
That's one of the beautiful parts about this, where it's like the very same people that argue in the same breath that they should be able to say the N-word will then turn around and show how triggered and upset they are, and it's like, why are you so triggered?
How dare you call me a Karen?
Yeah.
My wife got called a Karen the other day.
Yeah, your wife left you, so that's why we're here.
I miss her. That's why I drink.
Yeah. Karen is just another way for like people who have historically been marginalized to blow off steam. It's inconsequential. It's not tacked along with like any sort of significant history of marginalization. Have women been marginalized throughout society? Of course they have.
Absolutely
But
not.
not on the basis of being white women, especially when they are pitted against black folk. So it just means you're behaving like a Karen.
There's just a hordes of people walking around cameras filming white women, waiting for the white women to have an explosion. It ain't right, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, in a lot of instances, it's actually the Karens themselves that are filming themselves because they think that what they're doing is righteous, but, it turns out it's not, so.
But I'll tell you the other problem I'm having these days, man. Talking about genders, talk about two genders, talk about trans, whatever that is, There's two genders, that's it. I don't know what all this Z's and XYZ about bullshit. I'm talking about there's a penis and a vagina. That's biology.
So, gender is a social construct. It's basically like what you put on top of what most people consider now to be biological gender, but even that is not. Even that's not a binary because they're intersex people. And obviously gender is super fluid. It's just how you express yourself and how you identify yourself.
I wouldn't never letting one of them trans in a bathroom with my kid.
How would you know when someone is trans? What are you going to do? Look at their penis or
could
vagina?
Tell. Excuse me. I ain't no gay.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. What are you going to do? They're like peeing in a stall. You're just going to be like knocking on the door.
I could tell a trans from a mile away, boy. What you talking about?
Then you pull up someone like Buck Angel, for example. Like if you pull up Buck Angel, do you have a photo of Buck Angel? Look him up.
Sounds like a tough dude. I like this Buck Angel.
Yeah, he is a tough dude. That's right.
Who's this Buck Angel we talk?
There you go.
Now that's a cool dude. I like to get a beer with him. Maybe.
Yeah. So
pass around the meth.
If gender is not a social construct,
wait, that's a man.
How would you point out this person in a crowd if you want to get your bag? And
that's a man. What's the problem with Buck Angel?
Exactly. Well, there's no problem with Buck Angel. Buck Angel does happen to be a trans man. Yeah, and
that man a trans? That's a devil's work. I ain't letting no man in the bathroom like that.
So you would want this big burly man to be peeing in the women's restroom then?
Hell yeah.
You would want this big burly man to be peeing in the women's restroom.
That man should be peeing out in the woods. You ain't got no place in no bathroom.
See, that's ultimately what it comes down to, is that most transphobic people just want trans people to not exist.
Yeah, that's right.
And that is an issue. So I say, let people pee wherever the fuck they want to. And if the common retort is like, oh, they're doing it to like do indecent sexual acts or anything like that, well, that's still illegal. You can't. It's not legal magically when you're a trans person if you are doing a crime.
What happens if I'm peeing next to this buck angel there, and I start to feel a certain type of way?
Then it's a beautiful expression of your love.
What do I do with that?
You should engage in it. Buck would probably treat you better than Brenda did.
That scares me. Hasan.
Yeah.
Hussein Pecker.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't like this buck angel. He makes me uncomfy. Get that off my screen, damn it.
Yeah, he
scares me.
You would never point to Buck and be like, can you get my bag from next to her? Like, you would never use the her, she, her gender pronouns when you're referencing Buck Angel.
Well, now, I just feel like if someone asks me to say their damn pronoun, if there's a man who wants me to call her a she, it just ain't happening.
Now, having said that, passability is not the only metric for whether or not you should respect someone's pronouns or their gender identity or their gender expression. I am of the mindset that you should just be polite to people. If someone tells you their name is, Bojangles, you don't say, no, you're not. Your name is not Bojangles. Your name is actually, Henry. No, it's Bojangles. So just,
that sounds like devil.
Treat people with kindness and respect, I think.
I'll tell you what, man, all these people worried about COVID shutting down the damn government, shutting down our schools. This COVID ain't nothing but just the flu, man. It's crazy.
Obviously, it's not just the flu. The common flu is still pretty deadly. It kills around 30,000 to 40,000 people a year.
Yeah, well, should we shut down the government for the damn flu every year?
Well, we don't do that because, that would be a real big economic stressor. However, COVID, on the other hand, has killed almost 800,000 people here in the United States since it started. So,
man, you believe that shit?
I do. Why do I believe that? Well, because there's around 800 to a million additional deaths that occurred throughout COVID.
I tell you, they mark anything as COVID these days. People be dying of heart attacks and all kinds of crazy shit, and they just go COVID because they get,
Even if that was the case, right? Then, and this is one way to analyze the rate of deaths in any given time, is by looking at prior years, right? So what would happen is, if that was the case, then you would have a similar number of deaths that are occurring in 2020 and in 2021. But that is not what has happened. We have had additional deaths. If you look at the CDC data that's readily available,
the CDC?
Yeah.
You believe that devil work?
I do believe
Dr. Fauci? That man is Satan himself.
I mean, I'm not like a super big fan of Dr. Fauci myself, but it doesn't matter. I believe in the science. I believe in scientists.
And you trust the CDC?
I do trust the disease control
There's your problem.
Data.
I don't trust the CDC. I don't trust no government agency.
Okay. Well, that's categorically false. It's impossible for you to survive in society without trusting any government agencies.
I don't trust nobody but my own two hands.
Except for Facebook.
And Buck Angel over there, who I can't stop thinking about. I tell you what, though, man. I don't know. I ain't getting the vaccine because my immune system's strong. 'Cause I ain't been sick in 5 years.
Your immune system is not strong. You are, not you in particular.
What do you mean, my immune system, son?
I'm just saying. First of all, you literally had a problem with your...
You talking to me?
An allergic reaction not that long ago.
Yeah, well, that means my immune system is strong. It reacted right.
It's the virus coming out of your body. But,
Hasan, I'm not... The character didn't have a
okay, well, I was imagining like a way fatter diabetic uncle.
Yeah. Okay.
50% of Americans have, or more than that actually, 60% of Americans have a comorbidity.
Because I feel like you're just calling me fat and unhealthy now.
No, that's
which is true.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
I don't need no damn vaccine. I ain't been sick in years.
So
I don't trust it.
Even if you have a fine immune system, COVID can still be very deadly. As a matter of fact, for the past 2 months, in September and October, COVID was the number one reason for fatalities in the United States of America for men over the age of 35, I think, or no, 45. So it's still incredibly deadly. Depending on who you're talking to, that person is probably going to be over the age of 45. And it is still a super deadly issue if you're not vaccinated. Because guess what? At the end of the day, you can look at all of these numbers. You can look at the numbers and claim like, oh, well, people that don't have the vaccine are still getting COVID. Like, what difference does it make? Well,
that's right.
They're not going to the
catch
hospital.
The damn virus. So what's the point?
They're not going to the hospitals.
Y'all said I would have immunity, and now you're saying I can catch the virus. That don't even make sense.
Well, that's fine. That's normal. Vaccines.
Normal.
Yes, vaccines don't always eradicate the likelihood of you getting the disease, especially when it's something like COVID. It's not happening in this case, and people have never said that it would 100% stop you from getting COVID.
Well, what's right? If I catch COVID,
it just stops you from going to the hospital. It stops you from going to the hospital.
I ain't going to no hospital. I ain't got health insurance. No how.
Exactly.
I can't afford that shit.
It's not a bad. It's.
I'm just gonna die here in my trailer, boy.
That's why you definitely need the vaccine, because it's free.
Well, I just catch COVID anyway, and the natural immunity is more effective than the damn COVID anyway. So I don't need that shit. It's
that's
worthless.
Not true. Natural immunity is not more effective than COVID, especially because the data is incredibly inconsistent with natural immunity. Your body might not have developed enough antibodies, and as a matter of fact, I believe in the latest studies conducted, it was like 30% of people create the necessary amount of antibodies to have like natural immunity over an extended period of time. Whereas with the vaccine, at least in the first 6-month window, when you get both shots, you are still reliably covered from the worst aspects of.
Man, I didn't even understand a word you just said, boy.
Vaccines are good for you. They're better than natural immunity. One, because you don't get COVID in the process. Okay, when you get the vaccine, and you don't have to deal with like getting COVID, which can be deadly and is in a lot of instances. But also on top of that, vaccines offer more reliable and long-term coverage.
I just don't trust this new vaccine. They alter in my perfect, beautiful genome.
They're not doing that. That's not a real thing. The mRNA vaccine technology has been around for quite a long time, since 1985. They've been working on it. But there's also the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which is
but
the
that
old
one
school.
giving them strokes to people. Dang.
That's also not true. The Johnson & Johnson vaccine was stopped for a brief moment when the FDA wanted to ensure that it was as safe as possible, and it was safe. It was safe enough for the FDA to restart
that shit. I'll tell you what I will take. Get some of that damn ivermectin. It won a damn Nobel Peace Prize. It's one of the safe. Hell yeah, causing peace in this planet, boy.
Yeah, Nobel
And I'll
Prize.
tell you what else.
Lobotomy's also got a Nobel Prize, but they're discontinued as a medical practice. As far as ivermectin goes, yes, it is a dewormer. It is most commonly used on livestock and animals, but COVID is not a worm. The testing done on ivermectin showed no conclusive, reliable
That's not
evidence.
what Joe Rogan said. He said he had this guy, Brett Weinstein, on there. He said, man, if we all just took ivermectin, this virus be gone. And I'll tell you what, it's just a big conspiracy. These damn big vaccine making so much money selling this shit. We don't need no vaccine. We just need ivermectin.
What company? Ivermectin is also made by a big pharmaceutical corporation. It's made by Merck.
Who's that?
Merck is a big pharma corporation, very similar to Pfizer. And they are the ones who make ivermectin. And even surprisingly, they were the ones who were first out of the gates to say ivermectin is not a reliable cure for COVID, is not a reliable treatment for COVID. We will keep monitoring the data because they stand to gain the most out of this, right? They said that they would keep monitoring the data to see if there was actually any sort of treatment, because everybody ultimately wants to get away from this fucking, from this pandemic business. Nobody wants to stay indoors, trapped in homes. People want to go back to to their normal lives. I personally hate going to the gym and wearing a mask. I want to never wear a mask ever again when I'm at the gym.
You wear a mask, you sheep. Bah. Bah, sheep. You wear that face diaper on your face, boy. Even Fauci himself say it don't do nothing. Then he changed his mind. He say it do something. Man, that Fauci can't keep one thing straight.
Well, mask wearing, especially paired up with social distancing, is a very effective way at combating this issue.
It don't do shit, Mike.
Well, if it didn't do shit, then we would have seen similar rates of COVID in countries that actually had some serious protocols like social distancing, isolating, quarantining, and also mask wearing in public, like China, South Korea, Singapore.
Then why this Fauci character
Vietnam,
can't keep it straight? You go, you got to wear the mask.
Australia.
Then he says you got to not wear the mask. Then he says you got to wear the mask inside. He says you got to wear the mask inside. Now we need a booster shot. This man is full of lies and he is Satan himself.
Well, originally, people thought the earth was flat, or at least some people thought the earth was flat. And then we found out that was not the case.
The earth isn't flat?
No.
The fuck you say? Get this devil out my house.
And that's how science works, where you get new data and you change your mind, right? Like when you learn something
well, the Earth
new-
is 6,000 years old, and you ain't changing my mind on that.
Okay. Well, okay,
it's in the Bible. Dang it. So you're telling me he changed the data as the science changed?
No, that new data came out. Well, specifically in the case of Fauci with masks, I do agree that there was some fuckery going on there originally. I think the part of the reason why they didn't want people to go out and bum rush masks because of our shitty supply chain.
They lied to us.
And that is really terrifying.
How can I ever
and really
trust
scary.
him again? He lied. The man lied to me. I can never trust him again.
But the reason why they originally said that was because they wanted to make sure that all of the healthcare professionals, people that desperately needed PPE, protective gear at a time in the beginning of the COVID pandemic, would get that so that they wouldn't run into shortages.
Just tell me one thing. Do I need to keep sending death threats to his kids or not?
Definitely don't do that.
Okay.
That's very illegal.
Because I'm on a Facebook group called Harass Fauci. We send spam death threats to his kids and to his wife. It's a good time for us, boy. That's my favorite time of the week. Me and the boys get together, have a few whiskeys, couple buds, and we send death threats and even dick pics. I'll be honest with you.
I think what you should, if that's highly illegal. You're sending, that's
ain't nothing legal about
exposure.
that. It's America.
That's you're exposing yourself to minors. So that's definitely illegal.
His kids ain't no minors, boy. That man like 90 years old.
Okay, well then you're still sending your cock to.
Yeah, it's America. It's freedom. It's my freedom to send my penis.
Freedom.
Whoever I want, boy.
Your freedoms stop when other people's freedoms begin. I think there's a barrier. And
you sound like ISIS.
Well, you wouldn't want. Okay, would you want ISIS to send you dick pics all day?
I'll come for them. They ain't send me shit.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. They could terrorize your mailbox with dick pics all day, every day. You wouldn't like that, right?
That's scary.
Yeah, don't do anything that you wouldn't want done to you. I think that's a pretty healthy attitude.
Well, what you think?
You should find new hobbies. I think.
I'll work on that. Maybe I'll start throwing shit from the overpass. That was fun back when I was doing that.
Definitely, that's also illegal. Highly illegal. You sound a lot like
you
Antifa
don't
to
fun
me.
At all, man.
Yeah, you sound a lot like Antifa to me. That's some Antifa
That ain't no
shit
fun
right
shit. Oh man, this guy no fucking fun. Yo, let me tell you, man. I got some kids. They about in middle school. These kids, and they coming out into school. They say you ain't wearing no mask in school, boy. You kids ain't coming here. I say, damn. My kids ain't getting no education. My kids need to go to school. I ain't got time to watch their dumb beat ass.
So, yeah, no, it's they should go to school. Your kids,
but they gotta wear the mask, and I say, ain't no wear a goddamn mask on their face. They gotta see them smile. They gotta see the teachers. Gotta see them smile. You can't see no face. There ain't no damn education. I tell you, just control, man.
There is a dress code at schools too. Your kids can't really wear whatever they want to, and masks are a public safety measure, at least for the time being. And once all the kids are vaccinated and have a level
control,
of protection,
man. It's all about control.
Technically, every kind of regulatory mechanism is about control. It's about controlling the population so that people that don't want to do things that would harm others can't do those things so that we can live in a civilized society together. Obviously, all laws are technically discriminatory towards people that want to break those laws. Like, for example, let's say someone wants to do a murder. Well, the law is discriminating against them, and they don't want to. Well, not you, but other
I would
people
never
wanna
do that.
Other people want to do murders, right?
Except my fucking ex-wife, I'd tell you that bitch gotta come, and I'll tell you what, man. And you ain't never gonna find that body, boy.
Margaret has a COVID death, brother.
Oh yeah, you could hide anybody in this day and age, boy. Got one COVID death.
So
I tell you though.
So it's not a way to control people, as evidenced by the fact that the moment that there was a brief period of time when we started first getting vaccines and whatnot, we immediately released the control mechanisms of wearing masks and whatnot, and really relaxed on that, which actually led to a spike in COVID. But that's because people just want to go back to their regular lives. No one wants to wear masks all the time. No one wants to have to socially distance all the time. And the most effective way of doing that is reaching herd immunity, which is becoming more and more unfeasible.
Man, ain't no herd.
You and your
if
friends
we
in your
wanted
Facebook
to
group.
reach herd immunity, we just let this virus go, boy. No mask, no vaccine. We just get over it like the good old days. Back in the 1920, we had some kind of flu, some Spanish flu.
Yeah, that
ain't
was
no Spanish flu now.
Yeah, because there were control mechanisms back then as well. Even though science was not as advanced and medical technology was not as advanced back then as it is now, and we did not have the deep understanding that we do of how these diseases spread. But ultimately, letting it rip. Letting the Spanish flu rip caused many fatalities, even after enforcing certain mask rules and whatnot during that era as well.
Well, I'll tell you what,
millions and millions of people dying, which we are reaching at that level now.
I'll tell you what, man. If they didn't steal the election from Trump like they did, we won't be even having these problems. Man. Trump won that damn election. I'd never vote for Democrat.
Yeah. No. Trump did not win the election.
How do you explain damn shit down in Arizona? They did that recount, boy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there are funny stuff with them machines.
Yeah.
There's dead people voting. Something ain't right.
We have one of the most secure processes because we still use paper ballots, and those are fairly hard to cheat on because there's no hacking. You just straight up.
Well, my cousin down in Georgia, he used one of them digital ones. He ain't no paper ballot in that, and
he did not do that. There's still paper ballots in America.
What about in Arizona?
Also paper ballots.
What about in damn Florida?
There's the paper ballots everywhere around the country. Florida's
ain't no
actually
machines.
a good example.
The machines got hacked. That's what the President Trump said. The machines were hacked by Cuban socialist agents.
Yeah, no, that did not happen. I'm afraid. And also, Trump won Florida, so
yeah,
wouldn't that favor him?
Well, you know what?
There's a reason why in Georgia, for example, when people criticize the Georgia electoral outcomes, even if it's someone like Marjorie Taylor Greene doing so, she's not criticizing the same ballot that she was on. Her election was not,
that
fraudulent.
is interesting. I gotta say, because she won.
Yeah,
it's on the same damn ballot.
Yeah.
Don't make no kind of sense. I tell you what, though, man.
If they were able to cheat their way into electoral victories, why would they create a system where it hangs in the balance of a 50-50 split Senate? Why wouldn't they just create a supermajority in the Senate so they can pass bills, terrifying bills like healthcare, expansion?
I tell you, man, where I live, it's all Trump signs. It's Trump. Everyone I know is Trump.
Mm-hmm.
He's the greatest man that ever lived. Ain't no one I even know vote for damn Joe Biden.
Well, that's normal. You're around like-minded individuals in a red state.
Was stolen for sure.
It just does not mean that it's stolen. Just like if you go to California, if you go to West Hollywood in California, there's, Biden signs.
Well, what happened in Arizona with them recounts?
They found that to be conclusive, that Joe Biden had won the election.
Sounds like we need
numerous
a recount.
Recounts occurred over and over and over again.
Recount it again, damn it!
Spending a lot of money. Some of those recounts actually found more votes for Joe Biden than prior.
What?
And ultimately, yes, that despite countless recounts and millions of dollars being wasted for Donald Trump's very own personal, initiative or his
Trump's
very
a
own
good
personal
man.
narrative.
He's a good Christian man.
He's not a good man. He's not a good Christian man. He's a funny man.
There ain't nothing more Christian than Donald Trump. He brings back good Christian values. I tell you what, boy.
I mean, Donald Trump is definitely interesting, charismatic. I understand why people enjoy listening to him drone on about the TV man and about liberals, but I would not say that he is a good, wholesome, honest Christian person.
Oh, come on.
I think other Christians also recognize that. They just think that, he's a good Christian man because he's like anti-abortion, even though he wasn't originally.
Well, he loves his family. I mean, he has sex with his own daughter.
He only loves Ivanka.
We love that around here.
The only person that Donald Trump loves in his family is Ivanka. That's why you don't ever hear about Tiffany.
Who's Tiffany? I ain't never heard of her.
That's Trump's other daughter.
What?
And he absolutely...
Is she pretty like Ivanka? Has she got big titties like Ivanka?
I'm not going to say anything about that, but ultimately, he despises Eric and Donald Trump Jr.
Titties. Yeah. I guess. I don't know. I think she got some big ones there, boy. You know I like that. Because I'm straight.
Yeah, and not fantasizing.
Ain't no gay man.
Not fantasizing about Buck Angel.
That Buck Angel got good biceps, I tell you.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, though, man.
Give me more. What else you got?
Okay, settle down, Hussein.
I'm excited.
This affirmative action, this forced diversity is a bunch of bullshit because the best man should get the job. You go in them these universities, it's all a bunch of Jews and Chinese and all this shit. You ain't see no white people left there, boy.
It's literally untrue. As a matter of fact, the real affirmative action that no one actually talks about is legacy admissions. You don't want them rich boys.
Legacy what?
Legacy admissions. You want them rich city boys, them bi-coastal elites getting into colleges even though they don't deserve
I hate them.
Yeah, exactly. Like Jared Kushner, whose dad paid for a new wing of the library.
I don't like that Jew boy.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, he is a legacy admission. There was a new study that actually was conducted that showed that 43% of Harvard's white student body actually was not qualified for by the same metrics. They got in because they got scholarships. They were on a dean's list specifically, or they were legacy admissions or children of the staff.
Well, what about like I got this second cousin's best friend's wife's child's, name is Jim Bob.
Mm-hmm. Jim Bob.
He applied to Harvard University. He ain't get admission, but
yeah, it's a prestigious university.
The black boy across the street did. He got the same grades the black boy got into Harvard. How you explain that? Racism.
Because a lot of these college campuses want to maintain a diverse student body, which they believe fosters a better educational environment, which is understandable. And also, the applications aren't strictly on like scholastic aptitude, but also about like your life experiences, your essays. Ultimately, college, the college application process is like totally fucking distorted and greatly benefits wealthy people, especially if they have legacy admissions, like they have a parent or whatnot that has already gotten into school there. And affirmative action is simply just a Band-Aid solution. It's not the right way to go about it, but it's unfortunately the best we got at the moment.
It sounds to me like the poor whites getting the worst side of the stick there. It seems like the poor whites are the damn most hated group, most racist against group in the country.
That's simply not true. But yes, poor white people do get the short end of the stick from a class position because America is categorically opposed to a classist analysis. In the same way that we don't approach poor white people in a similar capacity that we do to at least some racist injustices, which I think we should. We should look at class
right.
and solve issues, material issues from a class point of view as well.
I'm right.
But ultimately, remember, whenever there is a poor white kid there's also a poor black kid right next door, and he has it worse off than that poor white kid because they're also black on top of it. So it's a compounding factor in their discrimination and oppression.
I tell you what, man, we wouldn't be having none of these problems if young people weren't so damn lazy. When I was younger,
productivity is much, much, much higher now than it has ever been because of technology. People are working 24/7. As a matter of fact, in Portugal and in France, they implemented laws that your boss literally can't force you to work after 5 p.m. These are really good initiatives that protect workers. And yet the real issue is, despite our gigantic increase in productivity, our wages have remained stagnant. Back in the day, you could work at the factory or the coal mine or wherever the fuck you're working with Jim Bob, and you'd be able to make enough pay. You had unions that protected you, that had your back, and you could go home and you could buy a house. You can't do that anymore.
I tell you, man, when I was younger, your age, Hussein, I'd buy me a house, a car. My wife don't even work, man. And I tell you what, these kids, they just don't want to work. I talk to them. They don't want to work. We got labor shortages. People just don't want to work. They lazy.
The economy is nearly recovered back to the pre-pandemic levels, but there's still a shortage of 4 million jobs, according to the latest jobs report. But the main problem in the service sector, in the service industry, is that the wages are not improving to get to a level where people want to work in such horrible conditions. And I believe that businesses, whether big or small, should pay their workers a living wage, a better wage.
I tell you what, my cousin owned a restaurant. He had to pay his workers another $1 an hour. He'd go bankrupt. He won't be existing.
That's not even true.
That is true.
If that was the case, then, McDonald's, for example, in a place like Denmark would not be able to pay $22 an hour to their employees. A lot of these big businesses absolutely have enough money, and even small businesses have enough money. You just have to restructure your profit margins and maybe get a little bit of a pay cut in
Man,
the short
you don't
term.
understand economics. You pay people more, the prices go up. Ain't no difference.
Well, the prices, if that was the case, again, then a Big Mac in Denmark would be $100 when it is simply like 30 cents or 40 cents more expensive than a Big Mac here. So that's not even true.
What you some kind of economist?
No, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't believe in that voodoo.
Well, I tell you, this world would be way better off if we weren't buying into this global warming hoax. We wasting so much money on these damn windmills killing birds.
We're not. We should be. We give billions and billions of dollars in subsidies to every sector, from agriculture all the way to energy. And 85% of the energy extraction subsidies go to the fossil fuel industry. And that's the reason why fracking and numerous other ways of like generating energy are still seen as like viable solutions, are still seen as like profitable sectors. Without the government actually funding those businesses and funding those sectors, they would no longer be profitable. What I simply suggest is moving that dial back to the green energy sector, which has hundreds of thousands of new job openings. It's a growing sector rather than one that relies on a finite resource.
Global warming, man? Like, the earth warms up, it cools. How we even know that the man got anything to do with this shit?
Well, don't ask me. I mean, if you don't believe me, believe Exxon, whose internal data showed all the way back in 1985 that global warming was happening because of their carbon footprint and their carbon emissions. But instead of immediately informing the proper authorities, they started creating a system in which people like you would turn around and believe their lies that they were not actually playing a significant role in anthropogenic climate change.
I don't know. I don't know, man. You been here last winter? It's cold as hell, man.
Yeah,
that global warming shit ain't shit.
Yeah, climate change manifests in different ways. It's not just about the world warming, okay, even though temperatures are rising. But it's also about erratic weather conditions, things that normally would be like once-in-a-lifetime tornadoes, hurricanes happening way, way, way more frequently. That's why we have these extreme weather conditions happen so much more frequently now, which is also awful for our infrastructure. Another thing that we need to do is basically, shore up our defenses against, hurricanes and whatnot. I don't think you'd be against that, right?
About all that, but I tell you what, man, the moon, that shit's not it. That's a government conspiracy. How do you know the moon really exists?
That I can't give you any information on.
Have you been to the moon, Hussein?
I have not, but I haven't been to Somalia either, but I know it exists.
I don't.
Have you been to...
I ain't been outside this town, boy. You know that.
Do you think Nebraska exists?
I ain't never been to no Nebraska.
Do you think Donald Trump exists? You've never seen him?
Oh, yeah. Donald Trump is real as it gets.
You've never seen him in person.
And JFK Jr. is coming back. You wait.
Okay.
I'll tell you one other thing, man. That Joe Biden, he ain't no kind of president. He defiled our good troops out there in Afghanistan. What a mess. What a coward.
Yeah, Joe Biden was simply acting on Donald Trump's negotiations. Donald Trump's administration was the one who not only released Barabar, the number one, person. Barabar? Omar
that one
Barabar.
of them trans?
He is the leader of the Taliban, the number one guy in the Taliban. He released him out of the Pakistani prison that he was in to negotiate with him and totally sideline the Afghan government that they had installed as a puppet state that was already very unpopular. And the conditional evacuation was always going to be troublesome, no matter which way you put it. But ultimately, 75% of the country still considers evacuating Afghanistan and stopping our endless wars there, at the very least, to be a good thing. So I think Joe Biden did the right thing, except, the media, including those dirty liberals at MSNBC and CNN, attacked him for doing the right thing. The right thing that Donald Trump also wanted to do, which was pull out of Afghanistan. So if you're upset at the way Joe Biden botched, quote unquote, Afghanistan, then you're basically criticizing the Supreme Leader Donald Trump, because those were his terms that he had negotiated with the Taliban.
All right, you know what, Hussein? I won't talk no more with you. Just eat your damn mashed potatoes and shut up.
Okay. Remember, it's all about thoroughly... I mean, I was much nicer, but... because you can make leeway in certain circumstances. One of the things you can do is find common ground. But if the person is just like totally belligerent and delusional, then you could just like ritualistically humiliate them, and that'll make you feel good, and that'll make them feel bad.
Debate is about you feeling good and them feeling bad.
100%.
Yeah.
It's literally about like making them look like buffoons.
All right, well, we got to wrap it up. I hope you guys' Thanksgiving is better than the one that just played out here. But regardless, happy Thanksgiving. We're going to war.
Yup.
If it goes south, you can come to our underground nuclear bunker. We'll be having a safe haven for the liberals.
Yeah, we'll be defending ourselves from the conservatives.
All righty, guys, take care.
Bye-bye.